fruit associated with Halloween? I guess an apple.
Pumpkin.
It's not a fruit.
Like a poison apple. We can say poison apple.
Isn't it? But it's got seeds on the inside of it. Doesn't that make it a fruit?
Fucking pumpkins.
Zucchini are also fruits.
Fucking
Zucchini,
pumpkins.
cucumber.
Fucking cucumbers. Don't
have
actually
fruits as
fuck
well.
cucumbers.
They might be a little
we call those
different,
something else.
I mean, depends on
They
your
might
taste.
Unless
We
a
call them
pumpkin's
courgettes.
a gourd, like is it a fruit or
Gourd,
is it
It's a
yeah.
squash.
gourd category?
It's a squash, yeah, that's it. A squash.
But by the way, Rob, for my religious
I love
symbol,
you.
I actually took Kratos' shield and just using that as a coin. It's hard to tell, but it's what I have, so it works.
It's a shield.
Yeah, it's Kratos' shield. You know the one he has where he just brings it out.
Yeah,
I've got that I've got that as a key ring, and I place it onto a necklace. So
two of them.
I have two of them. I have a
Okay,
silver
I thought
one
they
and a
were
gold
coins or something. Okay. That's good.
The silver one is
Wouldn't
actually silver.
I mean, you exposed yourself. I wouldn't have known if you didn't say that.
No. I want to say it just because you're here, but I want to be creative.
It's cool. I have seen them before, but I guess I forgot you had them.
Exposed.
I used to wear them a lot more before.
How does that expose me?
The weapon necklace.
Hey, hello before dawn. We are dressed up.
Hello.
Sort of.
Today
I'm
I
sort
am
of dressed
Chamilla.
No, you have dressed up.
I am
I
a
tried
pirate
to find
from One
some red
Piece.
lipstick because I wanted to put red cheeks on, but I've got no red lipstick.
I bought a lip liner pen, so I'm like trying to make sure I don't get it on my teeth. But I think it's pretty long lasting. I think it's gonna be okay.
Looks good.
The circlet is actually poking my forehead now. This is gonna be a long 3 hours.
Okay.
Are we
It looks
ready
like I'm looking
to
over there now.
Yes.
dive into combat?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot we were in combat.
I'm
We
going
rolled.
first.
What we're going to do, because Grim is out of commission, if it's okay with you, Janus, we're going to switch the chains to linking you to the bandit captain here, and
Fine.
Grim will make an executive decision here to run off to a side room where he hears noise coming from there, and we'll be fighting over there behind a curtain, kind of. Because I don't have his player sheet, because his last one is missing a lot of his stuff on it, so I don't fully know what he can do.
Gotcha.
Hey, DS. Guess who I am?
We're dressed up.
Right.
And with that, though, Renok, we are at the top of the order, and you're up.
Harry, if you haven't tried it yet, you should try using your iPad. They've redone the UI. It looks really nice.
Hate my iPad. I hate the
Hate
UI
your
for
iPad?
I don't like Apple, the UI for Apple.
That's fair.
Okay, neat.
I approve. Apple sucks.
Okay. Just to confirm from the last week, we are attacking without the intent to kill, correct?
You don't know any of that.
I'm way behind, but I would assume so.
That
We did
thieves
plan
that are running
at the
away.
door, didn't we?
That's all we know.
By the way, Goldy, you do have the right character sheet pulled up, right?
Do I do. I double checked to make sure that it is. Okay, I'm going to assume that we are. So I'm going to move, and I can go. I'm going to move all the way up to this gent over here. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to try to. I'm going to try and get him winded by hitting him through the chest, not through the chest, on the chest.
Or through the test if it's
I don't want no. Well, I'd rather not. Anyway, I got
a natural
19.
20. Oh, so close.
I got 19, and just for the sake of damage, 7. I'll keep a claim. Sorry, bud, we can't let you go. Oh, sorry, we can't let you go. And don't worry about my appearance. It's a special day.
Is that everything for you there, Renok?
Well, that's my first turn. I was wondering if anything else happened. No, I'll take my second turn.
Nope, you were able to hit the big bandit chief here for 7 damage.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Because well, why the heck not? For 27.
27 also hits.
For a 17. Yes, thank you. Stay down.
He's unhappy
that's
with
nice.
that, but he's still on his feet.
Tough little bugger, aren't you?
Anything else for your turn, sir?
I am. No, I'll leave it for now. That's all.
All right. Janus.
Is this a hallway or a door ahead of me?
The one that you're looking through is a window right now. The one that you passed was kind of the doorway.
Here.
Over there is also seemingly a door frame.
And within the room where Renok is, this is a door frame here that's open, correct?
Yep.
Okay, then... Hold on. What is this here?
Also a door.
This door goes into this room?
Yep.
But there's no door frames that go this way?
Down the hall further, yes, but that is Grimm's room, so he ran in through this door.
Copy that. Okay. You said this door's open here?
Yes, 2 of the bandits had just left through that door.
Okay. Janus is going to pull his swords that are now glowing and basically just take a step back and vanish. And then he's going to pop up right in the doorframe between him and his friends right there. I'm going to use the Ghost Step Blade.
As you kind of appear in that room, there are the 2 bandits that you saw leave the room and another 2 in there that will also seem to be digging through boxes that are now suddenly at attention here.
I can't see anything in there.
1 second.
Here's okay.
Anything else on your turn here? I think you still have almost everything.
Yeah, that is a bonus action, I believe. Trying to see if I have something I want to do for a blood curse here. I think they're all bonus actions though. Yeah, okay. In that case, I would like to make an example of the leader and use my blades, and basically as I kind of just like this is not gonna be like a very aggressive move as far as like the teleportation this time. It's gonna be very much like kind of like he almost just falls backwards and turns into mist and then disappears at mist, and then it's just gonna take both blades and just go into his back. And as I'm swinging into him, I'm gonna say, we're gonna make it an example of you unless the rest of you decide it's time to surrender. That's 2 swings. Natural 19 on the die. The first one. Do you do flanking, Chef? Or no?
Yeah, you can have flanking.
Cool. Then I'll just treat that with advantage for now. So that should be a d6 plus 5 plus a d6. These are humanoids, not undead, correct?
Humanoids.
Okay. That'll be 13 points of damage for the first swing. I can split the radiant if you want.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Second swing. 25. Sorry, 22.
That is a hit.
And that is going to be 15.
He is not looking too healthy.
I'd prefer not to kill you, for the record.
Kind of just grimaces through the pain here and is just like, you say that when you are the ones who attacked us? Interesting.
We offered you amnesty first.
Well, how's this for amnesty? And he if your turn's done, he will begin his turn. He is going to enter a rage.
Uh-oh.
But he's also going to take the disengage action and duck out behind his men a little bit. And then as the bonus action, he's going to chug a
Rage.
potion.
You raged?
Rage is a bonus action.
Not for him. It is special on his character sheet.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Have we ever been subjected to a raged character?
I don't know.
Shit, I forgot to use that. Damn it.
Because yeah, irony is delicious.
I just got a brand new feature I forgot to use.
Okay. All right, that's going to be his turn, though. Mesh.
Okay. I was calculating distance. I'm guessing this hallway goes up there.
Safe guess.
Okay. So that was basically 15, kind of. Okay, so there's a door here that I assume I hear stuff from, so should be able to get in based on movement.
It's a little bit cozy. You can squeeze in behind the door, though.
Yeah. Oh, hello there. I will do a thorn whip, which is a cantrip to pull the captain closer. So you need to make no, I need to do an attack roll. Okay. Okay, so 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
So 2d6 piercing damage. 6 piercing damage. And hold 10 feet closer to me. So, yeah. So basically next to me. I'm getting him on top of us.
There's
so
no
you
save
can-
for the pull.
I believe so. It was an attack roll. Let's see. Taunts to a command creature, make a melee spell attack against the target. If the attack hits, the creature takes piercing damage, and if it's large or smaller, you pull the creature 10 feet closer to you. No save.
Okay.
That's my action. And do I need to do bonus action? I could bonus action Eldritch Blast 2 of the guards. Yeah, I'll bonus action Quicken Spell and Eldritch Blast 2 of the guards.
You're in a melee range, so is that at
The
disadvantage?
the other guards. I'm shooting the other 2 guards, not the captain. Another 2d6. 8 plus 7, what is that? 15 to hit the first one.
15 hits.
I'll do this guard first, and then this guard next.
Sorry, which was
15.
the first one you pinged?
Bottom, like this one.
Pink and then gray.
Yeah. That is a 9 plus 7, so that should also hit. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay, so both of them take 1d4 plus 10. First one takes 12 force damage, and second one takes 11 force damage. And both of them have their movement speed reduced by 10.
All right.
Nobody's getting away here. Stand down.
The guard in the gray one in the back one here, or no, this one's a yellow one up front, says, "Can't make this too easy for you," and he will drop a smoke bomb that will obscure all of you. And now you are heavily obscured within 20 feet. I will draw the approximate area.
Okay, so not
I am
spell.
standing in the doorway, so hopefully they'll have to bump into me to get past.
This is a reminder for Dallan. I'm chained to the leader. I don't know what the range is of that spell at all, so very lost as to what it does.
He cannot move further away than the initial cast range, so around 20 feet away.
Okay.
Janus and Mesh, can I get a perception check?
Yes, sir. Is it with disadvantage because we can't see?
No. You can just roll it. It's just gonna not be a high DC because you can't see.
Got it.
Terrible.
I only got like a 10.
I rolled a 5 plus 7, 12. No, wait. Perception, 5 plus 2, 7. Yeah.
Okay.
I only got like a 10. I actually... I got an 11.
Mesh, you feel someone try to shove you, but they're unsuccessful unless a 9 hits you.
No.
And Chamilla, or sorry, Maefyre is up next.
Okay, so I'm pretty far away from everyone else. So I'm gonna try to get from I'm assuming I can go through. This is a door, and I can go through that, and that's a door here.
Yep.
Okay, so assuming that's a door, then I can only go 25 foot, which is about to
I think
here.
our scale is off,
Is it?
but that's fine. We'll go with
Okay,
it.
I can go. I can go. Yeah. So I'm assuming that this is all just corridor, and I can go 25 foot, which is about there.
I'll leave the arrow here. Jodie, if you want to move your token.
Oh, thank you. That does help, actually. Then I can move there. Okay. So now I'm here. And I need to measure a bit more of what I can... Okay, so is everybody completely obscured within this square?
Yep.
Not me.
Oh, not Camilla, who's very far. Let's see. I'm fucked. I can't do anything. I can't see.
You have no bonus action?
Not that I can use right now. No. And everything I think everything I have, I need to see.
Just
need
yell
to be
out a
able to
word of
see.
encouragement.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. If I wanted to...
also
okay.
hold
Or
it.
just let them know your presence.
You can hold an action, Jodie.
I could, but I don't know how long that mist is going to last. It's going to last one turn. Or...
That your held action also lasts for 1 turn. So.
Do you have a spell that can blow it away?
Maybe. Maybe. Oh my god. You're all giving me so many good ideas, thank you. Yeah, maybe. Wait, where's my goddamn thingies? Where's my spells? Okay, spells. And how do you do that? Cause flames to flicker or brighten, harmless sound. I mean, it can create a kind of wind, but I don't know if it's enough to blow away that.
No one way to find out.
Okay, so that has a range of 30 foot. So I can reach. Okay, so I will attempt to use Thaumaturgy because it says you can make flames flicker, brighten, dim, or change colour, or TARDIS tremor, a booming voice, instantaneous sound, making a locked door. You could alter the appearance of your eyes. So would a flame flickering be like a wind, or was it just you're only affecting the flame?
It's a valid question.
It would just be a gentle breeze at best, and you might not even feel it.
Gentle breeze at best. I don't know if that would be enough to blow away whatever they have. What they have. How about then? Okay, so I want to do something then. If I'm away, but I can shout to who's there, and can I like attempt to like influence them? Can I tell them to stand down if they don't want to get hurt because they're overwhelmed by our number? There's more of us. There's more of us. Stand down if you don't want to get hurt, because we will use lethal force. I'll do that.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okie dokie. Where is that on this thing? Persuasion. Oh, no bonus 8s. Okay, alright, I'll do it. Oh, this is a straight bullshit one here. Okay, alright, I rolled a 6. I rolled a 6.
As opposed to other bullshit.
All you kind of get is like Wait, there's more of them coming, boss.
Who's saying that?
Can't tell. Just a yell in the smoke.
Oh, okay. So I don't have a bonus action that I can use because I can't see or do anything. And reaction, I can't do anything. I'll about to end my turn, please.
Okay. One of them was able to shove Mesh out through the door, and he landed on his butt outside, bumped up against a cart. Janus, give me another perception check. You feel some rustling.
Terrible. 11.
I was going to go with 12, but not good enough. You don't get this opportunity attack as this something moves past you in the dark. And Mesh, they're going to see you outside of the smoke and smack you a little bit.
Mm.
You said I was on my bum, so would that be with
No,
advantage?
you just backed up against the wall.
Okay.
One misses. Does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
Does a 22 hit you for a crit?
Is it a crit?
It was a crit.
I could shield to avoid it, but
Wait!
don't know.
I want to use my reaction. I want to use my reaction to half the damage.
don't think you can see me.
Can I not see him?
No, you cannot.
Oh fuck! Well then I can't use it then.
Would a shield using shield give me a priority over a crit or no? I don't think so, right?
You can use shield to raise the AC, but I think a crit still lands regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah.
I feel
Oh wait, I'll use silvery barbs instead. Yeah.
Okay. Does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, that's one spell used.
After they hit you, they kind of disappear back into the edge of the smoke. Chamilla, you're up.
Okay, I'm just going to do a lot of running. 10, I'm gonna dash. I'm just gonna go straight. Do I lose any feet or movement by going through these two doors?
No.
Okay.
They're like the push doors that you can push through as a waiter pretty effortlessly.
Then dash to about here. Can't see anything. I didn't do my character though. 1 sec. 34. Actually, I don't have to dash because my movement speed is 35, so I just walked normally.
It's kind of countryside stroll.
A little stroll. Okay, and then so can't see anything. I can hear things. I don't have any way. No, I just felt like the meme right there where the girl's like, I have Thunder Wave. I can move stuff away, but I would hit my friends if I used Thunder Wave. So I will just do. Does Bardic Inspiration work on? Let's see. I think it's just here, right? That can hear you.
They can hear you just fine.
And I'm assuming. Let me see. For my class 1, where is that? the unsettling words. One creature you can see. Okay, so I have to do Bardic Inspiration. I think she will cast Prestidigitation. I don't. It's more of her flavor because the wind is so small. But I'll try to be like, whoop, whoop, shoo, shoo, whoop. And then I'll be like, Maefyre, go get him. And that'll be inspiration for you.
Okay, got it.
That will give you 1d8, and I'm just gonna copy the text for you and send it to you.
Thank you.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Renok, we're back to the top of the order. You're up. You can't see more than the hand in front of your face. You are blinded and standing in a cloud of heavily obscured smoke.
Okay. From where I am, I would just like to ready an attack, a reaction. If anyone comes towards me, if I feel a brush of wind, if I feel a touch, I'm going to swing with my hammer.
Okay.
Janus runs backwards.
Yeah, I was gonna be like.
Well, I can't see anything, and I don't think anyone will come towards me. If they are, they're probably trying to run away. That's my logic.
It's Chamilla going, whoo, whoo.
Well, you guys are behind me. I'm going to pick someone who's coming from me. So if it is someone directly behind me, doesn't count. Because I assume it's probably Chamilla or it's going to be Maefyre, who I haven't seen yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
You will hear a whole bunch of commotion from the room next door, and a wizard is going to fly through the window into the room. You guys.
What?
From
A wizard
the window
appears.
by Grim.
A wizened wizard.
Oh.
He's a wizard, Harry.
I can see nothing. How long does a smoke bomb seem to last? Is it still lingering?
It's
You
about
should
3
put like
or
a
4
tissue
turns.
under that.
3 or 4 turns, okay.
I'll
How
deal.
did he
I'll
get-
deal.
He came through the window?
Yeah, you hear an
Evaporated.
explosion and you hear Grim cackling, and he flies through the window into this room. And you see that he has a few mage protections up, but Grim would be
Oh,
smart enough to use AoE against him, so
Okay.
he's behind you.
Okay.
And then I'm rolling his turn order. And then Markov, you're up.
Us behind the smoke, we don't know what happened. We just heard something break a window.
You probably hear Camille go, ah!
Came from behind me. It's
I
fine.
don't know if I
It's
can
fine.
see him or not. I might be able to see him from here. I think that room's in the way.
I think the only thing you can see is smoke cloud with maybe Renok's arm swinging a little bit.
Oh, I'm not swinging. I'm just ready. It's a difference.
I was like,
Feel the wind.
It's the fighting game
Feel the
stance.
wind.
It's like
I need to give myself
Yeah.
heroism.
Well,
I could not win against a wizard.
I think that this is going to be much more difficult than, like, it's as difficult for them to hit me as it is for me to hit them. So we're just going to do this. I'm just going to swing
Wait.
blindly in front of me.
All right.
I think it
you
doesn't
have
change
disadvantage,
anything.
And
they
you're
also have this
unable to pick out a clear target, but you're aiming into the room.
Correct.
There
Okay,
is a lot of
14 to hit?
blindly.
let's see if you hit or not.
16 was the lowest
You
I
end
hit.
up missing.
Okay, so it's either 15 or 16 there.
Oh, okay. Well, the second one to hit is a 20 plus. It is a...
It's gonna be a hit.
Yeah, it's like a 24. This is the primary weapon, Chef. So
Okay.
it's just gonna be 10, the damage. My
don't
blades
hear
are
the-
bright, by the way. Like they're like bright light. So it's really hard for me to see in the smoke, just like immediately refracting in front of my eyes.
Yep. You hear someone cry out. It does not seem to be the bandit leader, though.
That's fine. Hitting something is better than nothing. Wow, the lowest roll is a 22.
Nice.
This is with the decisive blade.
This is the... Sorry, I'm confused. You rolled 2 attacks already, or...?
Correct. Using my bonus action for my offhand
Okay.
weapon.
It's a 22 to hit with disadvantage.
Yes.
And we have to pick even or odds who you hit.
Odds.
Odds is you stab it into the same one. Your first attack or second attack connected, and you follow it up with the stab, and the guy grunts.
Okay, that gives me an extra d6 for this target because I'm using the special blade. Oh my god, that die rolled a max. Okay, that's gonna be 17 points of damage, my man, for a single swing.
You're able to stab it into him, and you hear like an unhappy gurgle and a thud as one of the bodies falls down.
You dead?
No way to know until the smoke clears.
They didn't listen to us. That's their fault.
There's a possibility that he could be napping.
You're making this way harder than it needs to be.
He's taking a siesta.
I'm also gonna
He'll be
just
back.
like I'm gonna take a half step back because I know they can't see and I can't see either, just to give myself a slight advantage. And then I'll end my turn.
You don't brush up with me, do you?
No, not unless you're right behind me.
Very close.
Although, you know what? I'm gonna stand in the frame anyways. I just realized, you know, my swords are bright as a beacon, so I'm not exactly that hard to hit. Like you can just see this
You're
orb
not
of light in the
flame.
middle of this smoke bomb.
Sorry, Chef. Would I have recognized Janus's 2 glowing swords at all, even in this fog?
That would be up to your character to make that decision, because you determine as the character when your reaction goes off, not me. So if you don't want to do anything and you're using good judgment, you know, you can decide to activate or not activate that.
Okay.
Maybe roll a wisdom check just for that. Let it.
Janus, give me a... Janus and Mesh and Renok, give me a Constitution save, please. As a blast of thunder energy rips
Ooh.
through the air around you here.
12.
11.
Con is 16.
What is it? Makes it...
Makes it breaks
the
it.
DC is 16.
Okay, so I make it.
Sadness.
Janus, you're thrown back pretty much to the wall directly behind you.
Okay.
Renok, you're thrown onto the table over here.
Oh, hello there.
You take 2d8.
I'm like
and
jumping
then
from the thing and I'm like,
Mesh on a successful save, damage is halved.
Okay.
This is
So 9 damage for both of you guys.
How much?
9.
9.
Are we rounding up or down for me?
Rounded down.
4.
And as you do this, the smoke is dissipated for a moment. And you see the figure standing there, like hammer slammed to the ground to unleash this attack. And then he says, "It's not quite how any of this works." And he heads out the door and gives a command to the guy behind him. Mesh, he's going to bear down on you with this same large hammer.
Okay.
No.
Wait, I want to compare hammers.
A 20 to hit,
Shield.
and then he critted on the second attack.
Okay.
What shield?
Breaks the arcane barrier.
Yeah.
You shielded the first attack, so what did your AC go up to?
22.
Okay, so you dodge the first one. The hammer comes in, and he hits you. There's some lightning damage. Say the second die. So it's 7 physical, 7 lightning damage hits you. Alright, and then I double that. Or would you rather double or roll? He rolled 2
Your
sevens.
choice.
so-
Your choice. Your choice.
Okay, I'll roll it. 8 and 5. So you end up taking
27.
yes. As he smacks you with this hammer. And at the end of his turn, the smoke kind of resettles back in, and he vanishes back into the smoke. You can't see him again.
None of them are running away, just standing there. I can't tell.
You can't tell. You can see the glint of movement in the fog, but you're unsure if it's a person or a weapon. The wizard casts a spell beside you. And a ray of lightning blasts out of his fingertips through the 3 people that are now very conveniently all in a line.
Deck save.
Deck save,
Time
yes.
for a solar beam.
Okay.
Right.
Fuck. 14.
Oh.
That's gonna be full damage on you. Chamilla and Renok, deck saves, please.
Okay.
13.
13.
Nope and nope. You both all will take 8d6 lightning.
Oh no.
So how much?
8d6.
We have to wait till he rolls it.
Okay, I heard 86. I got worried there.
35 damage as this lightning rips through you, and all of the wooden countertops that you're working with begin to catch fire, and the room is filling up with somehow even more smoke.
35.
35 lightning damage.
Okay, we're
And
not
he
playing
casts
around
the
now.
spell and kind of gives you a toodaloo, and begins to run outside.
Wait, come back. I have to show you my hammer.
Mesh, there is a wall of smoke in front of you.
Fuck's sake. I need help here. I'm gonna cast mirror image on myself. And as the bonus action, what do I want to do?
Yeah, Maefyre, you look at the door frame and there's a fucking lightning bolt just like.
Yeah, the door exploded off of its hinges here.
Really? Which one?
This one.
You just see there's
Oh,
one that
that
goes
one.
like like that.
Oh shit. Yeah, I couldn't do anything, man. Fuck.
One creature that you can see, so I can't see them. I can't do any of this spells like that. I guess I'll take Eldritch Blast at disadvantage. My bonus action. more sorcery point.
Okay. The area in a circle is now starting to catch fire. If you end your turn there, you're on fire.
Oh, it did catch fire? Shit.
You're not on fire out there, Mesh.
Oh, that. Okay. Yeah. So, disadvantage, yeah?
Yep.
I'm gonna focus the big guy if I can. 5 plus 7 is 12. That won't hit. That's 1.
And you're aiming at where the big guy was a second ago.
Yeah. Come on, dice. 9 plus 7, 16. Would that hit?
A 9 plus 7, 16. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt here. You can't quite tell who you're hitting at, so we're gonna roll to see if you can shoot a movement here. Yeah, that'll hit. You see a movement a little bit to your left, and you fire in response, and you hear someone cry out in pain. Give me damage on it.
D10 plus 4. Ooh. 8 plus 4, 12. Good lord.
You hear a blood-curdling scream, but he's still on his feet.
And actually, I would have done more damage on that. So what was my agonizing blast? Plus 4. So 4 more damage on that.
4 more damage. You'll hear it sounds like a hole has been punched through the whatever you hit.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I can only do 1 invocation at a time, right? On an Eldritch Blast.
What other invocations do you have that affect Eldritch Blast?
Lance of Lethargy and Agonizing Blast. I don't think I can do both of them at the same time.
I think you can.
If I can, then he's negative 10 movement speed.
He's a corpse, so it doesn't matter too much.
Okay.
But
He's a slow dead corpse.
He's just a corpse with like frost on him now.
Maefyre, you're up then, unless there's anything else from Meshadieme.
No, that's my bonus action in action.
Okay, is this smoke outside of the box now? You said there was more smoke or something.
The red area is catching on fire, and if you end your turn in that area, you will also catch on fire. The blue area, there was a moment where there was a crack of lightning and a blast of force emanated out from it, and it was cleared for a brief moment, but then the smoke kind of resettled back into it.
Okay, well, what I'm getting at is, can I see my teammates?
In front of you, you can see Janus kind of sitting on a counter after he was blasted into it.
Got pushed into the counter.
If I move to this corner, I'm gonna move to this corner here. Can I see all 3 from that corner?
You can poke your head in. Yeah, you're on the edge of the flames.
Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is move to there. Oops, in the wrong button. Okay, so first thing I'm going to go into the edge of the flames. I'm not on the fire. That's the important thing.
Terrifying, no fire.
And then I'm going to cast second level Prayer of Healing. No. Yeah, second level, which I think gives...
Is that a...
Prayer of Healing's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 10 minutes! Fuck! I can't do that one then. Oh, never mind. I will do... Okay, I don't want to do that. Fuck's that. Cure Wounds is touch, but I can only do one person. At second level. Who's the worst off? Full life. What does that do? No.
Yeah, I would think Janus.
Probably me, but you can't see me, so you wouldn't know.
I've looked at all
What we
three.
do.
All three of you have like you have really low health. All of you.
Or you'll have to choose.
I'll have to choose. Yeah. I can give
Oh, would
someone
I?
three. No wait. Sorry. 1 second, please. 1 second.
Not to motivate you to heal me any more than you already are, but I do get bonus healing from my background.
I do
You get
feel
bonus healing
like,
if you're healed.
Yes.
I do feel like healing the melee people is better than...
I get an additional 2 hit points if you heal me.
Okay.
I will be regaining some HP the start of my turn.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. Okay, so then I'll see how far is this Janus here?
Yes.
Directly in front
I'm the
of
blue
me?
ring.
Alright, so since I need to be within like touching distance, I will do second level? Can I do second? I got no third.
First level spells go a long way.
You have to do first level is 1d8 plus 3.
Plus
your
2.
health is lower than that.
It'll be a
plus
+2 because of me.
Oh, plus an additional 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you need like second level because you seem pretty beat up.
You can choose what you like.
Can I do second level cure wounds on Janus, please? 2d8 plus 3 plus 2
You
plus
may
5,
do that.
basically. Okay, so he gets. Oh, I'd have to roll a blasted 1. 8 plus 2, 10 healing point. 10 points of healing. And then let's see, bonus actions I can't really do much. Bonus.
So it's a total of 10.
Bonus action. Yes, a total of 10.
Thank you.
Shimmerfield. I can do a bonus action. But it takes too long. Can't do it takes too long, so I can't do that one, unfortunately.
That's
Right.
enough.
So I want to do. If I walk through that area, am I gonna catch on fire?
No.
I can walk through it.
Well, you're gonna be running through it, hopefully, but yes, you can move
So
through
I
it
used what
quickly.
6? I used like what was it 10 foot of movement? 15 left. Wait, hold up. Let me just use a little measuring tool. I just wonder if I can go through. Oh no, I think it's more than 6 foot I used. Anyway, so I mean, I just wondering if I can go through here, like this,
Up on the counter.
and come. Wait, is that? Wait. Sorry, is this thing a counter? The grey thing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Kitchen.
they're all standing on a counter on the grey thing. I thought it was a map.
I may or may not have thought it was a red cube.
Well. Technically speaking, only Janus is, and I've been shoved into one.
That's not a lot of space for.
Wait. What the grey? I thought the things
That's
on
a
the edge.
carpet, right?
The gray
a
is the
carpet.
floor. The gray is the floor.
Okay, the grey is the floor. Okay, I was right. So the wooden thing in front is the counter.
Around things around are the counters, yeah.
All right. I was just wondering if I can go to the other side of it like that and stand here. Then at least I'll be ready to do something. Yeah, so I'm going to move over there. I'm going to use the rest of my movement to move to here. So I'm outside of the flames, but I'm ready to assist my friends.
Give Janus a little drive-by.
I gave him a drive-by healing.
You vaulted over him, and that was the healing.
Yeah, so bonus action. No, that's only for people that've got 0 point limited use. No. 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 End turn.
Okay. You hear a clicking sound from further in the hallway, and can't quite figure out what it might be. One of the... And you hear movement from there as well. And then a second one darts out of the smoke and around past Meshadieme and attacks him twice and misses twice. And it is very quickly Camilla's turn.
Okay. What are we doing rules-wise for a potion? Are we doing that the 20-24 where we take a bonus action, or are we doing
Yes, yes, but it's a bonus action.
Okay. In that case, I will drink a potion for my bonus action. Let me just pull it up really quickly. 2d4 plus 2 HP. Just pull it on here. Be easier. Roll. So 7 plus
2.
9, so I get 9 healing. And then after that, I nervously look around and cast See Invisibility. And I'm looking for that wizard, or just in case. I also want to duck back here. This is fire, right?
In the circle is fire.
Did I take damage
Only if
from
you
starting?
end your turn in the fire.
Okay, and I'm out of the fire here? I'll just go one
You
down.
are out of the fire, but
There
it
we go.
does kind of seem like everything flammable, like the rugs and the counters are catching fire here. So it'll expand probably.
Okay,
But-
I'm just gonna go down here. I can still see out the door. That's a door, right?
Yes, that door no longer exists. It was hit by the lightning bolt.
And I can see Janus. Is that about all? And then the smoke.
Yeah, you can see Janus still.
Okay, I'll stay there for now.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Renok, you are blasted onto this counter. There's a carrot beside you, and you think, I could eat that. It's charred nicely by the fire that you're also sitting in. You jump up and pat your fire out on your butt.
Big
What else you want to
carrot.
do?
Question: what exactly is this? Is this a open pathway, a window, or anything?
That is a window.
There's a window. Okay. How high are we again?
You're on the first floor of the building.
Okay. I am going to move here, and if I probably can see that the framework of it, and jump down here for 70 movement.
The window is closed.
I will go through the window. I don't care.
Are you trying to attack the window or just barrel charge through it?
I'm going to charge through the window.
All right, I'll need a strength check.
All right. Really, a strength check? Okay, let's see if I fail this. I got 8.
What?
Eight
I got
total?
8. A total 8. Wait, you know what? No, it's fine. I'll do it. Fucking 22 strength, and I got 8.
The DC to walk through a window I said was going to be 14. So, you run into the window and it creaks and groans against you, but the steel frame around the window holds, seemingly. You know that you could use one of your attacks to smash through this, but you also know the approximate layout. You can continue down this hallway, hand on wall, to try to find.
I will attack one of the windows, maybe help with the damn smoke being dissipated.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Okay. And I will use. Well, that was a swing warhammer. 11.
That'll hit. You
Okay.
smash out the window, and then for good measure, you clear out the glass around the frame as well, kind of protecting yourself from any further damage.
Good. Oh, by the way, did I get any damage from that me bumping into the window?
No.
Okay.
You didn't bump into it too hard at all.
Okay. I'm going to jump out and try and get clear from the smoke.
Okay.
Okay.
Outside in the smoke, you see Mesh, back up against a cart. One bandit out of the smoke bearing down on him. But you see Mesh isn't even focused on the guy. Mesh is focused on something in the smoke still.
Is this Mesh?
Yeah, that's Mesh.
Yes, I have
I don't
mirror
recognize
image.
your token.
I have mirror
I
image on,
see.
so I put something on that looks like it.
Okay, let me just quickly confirm. How
There's
much
3 of me waving around.
It's like the
Okay.
parrot that's doing this. It's like the free parrot thing. Woo!
Okay. All right. I can only see one guy, and what I'm going to do. If I were to. No, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to barrel forward, leap over Mesh, and then attack this guy here. And hopefully my plan will work here. And I am going to use my greatsword instead. Because I am very much done with this. 26.
That'll hit.
Okay. And my move, and it is 12. And as a bonus action, I want to do Inspiring Smite, and then touch Mesh. I assume it is it'll count to heal him. Well, I have to roll, but is that okay? I don't know if I can do that with the mirror image or not. It is okay. So Mesh will be healed for 12 points.
Nice.
No more playing around.
All right. Outside, you see an exchange of witch volley and magic pinging against the walls to the north of you up here. And you hear Grim seemingly relishing in the combat, shouting in glee. It does sound like there's more than one enemy he is facing up there. Markov, you're up.
I'll stand up and kind of
There
just
is
shake
a,
cinders
a
off myself.
pot lid on your head.
Yeah. Just kind of like clear it off. And I'll say thanks for the heads up, Maefyre. And then I'm just gonna plunge into the. Actually, a question for you, Chef. With the magic chains, is there a visual indicator?
I believe so. I think they're like physical magical, and so you can follow the chains. They're leading to the north and then out to the hallway.
Is it possible for me to just go ahead and find those and go straight to the target? Is that okay?
Yeah, you
say
can
that I can do
follow
that?
the chain.
Okay. All right.
You do unfortunately hear a click and give me a dexterity check as you push through that door.
Ooh, very good. That is a 21.
Give me a perception check too. With the dexterity that good, you might be able to just
Another
dodge
21.
this. All right, at the
Nice.
you hear a click and you instinctively like step back and pull the door shut, and there's a fire burst that kind of goes off from like this small explosive trap that was on the ground. You reopen the door and the door is singed, and you are able to dodge away from the trap without any problem.
Okay. As I shut the door, I'm gonna flip my blade down, and then kind of use my blade to just pull the door open again. So it'll just be kind of like, whoosh. And then as I pull the door open simultaneously, I'm just gonna spin around, and I'm just gonna basically move through the smog as like it's a whip, in order to hopefully stir the smog up so that I can see my target a little bit as I take 2 swings.
All right. I need these at disadvantage.
Ooh, that's very bad. No way that one hits.
I'd take them neutral because you technically have flanking, but you're blinded.
Do you want me to re-roll, or?
Yeah, you can re-roll.
Okay. I'll use a different dice just for the sake of this. Yeah, not great. It's like a 12.
12 does not hit.
Okay, then I'll roll straight roll, Chef.
Straight roll.
Okay. 19 on the die.
19 hits.
Okay, when I hit him this time, this one will be a brand of castigation that I'm going to use, which is a new feature that I have. So when I hit him, a rune is going to pick up and it's going to burn into him. So I'll do the damage first. That's 11 points of damage total.
Can you split that up for me?
Yes, it will be 9 slashing, 7 slashing, and 4 radiant.
Okay.
And then when I hit him with the brand of castigation, he will also take another sorry. This has extra effects. So he doesn't know what this does, but I do. Anytime he goes anywhere, as long as he is on the same plane, I always know what direction he is. Anytime he deals damage to anyone else that's not me, that I can see within 5 feet, he takes 2 psychic damage. And
Okay.
it will last until I dismiss it. And then I have 1 more swing with my bonus action. Which is a 23.
That's a hit.
Okay, that's gonna be 7 slashing, 4 radiant, plus another 2.
Another 2 what?
Slashing, sorry. So 7, 8, 9, half to 4, and then 4 radiant.
All right.
My turn is finished.
Turns to you and says, "You again?" And you stirred up the smoke enough so you can see a little bit more about what he's doing, but he pumps a ton of energy into his hammer. It glows, and he slams it down again, sending out a shockwave around him. Give me a dexterity saving throw, Renok, Mesh, and Janus.
Come on, let me be okay.
26.
14.
Was it Dex or Con?
Dex.
Dex 5.
You are not pushed back and take half damage on a save.
And he will also
Or-
take 2 psychic damage.
Yes, he will take 2 psychic damage.
Actually, if he hits Renok, that's 4. Get 2 people.
Makes sense. It was 6 damage, so Janus 3.
Copy that.
Renok, you. What was your save?
Oh, Maefyre was 14.
And Mesh, what was yours?
6 or 5, one of those.
You guys want to give another dexterity check to see what happens when you slam into the walls that you guys are in front of?
18.
4, even worse.
Oh, Mesh.
Mesh, why don't you take 1d4 force damage from being rammed through this carriage, basically?
Okay. Do I do the d4?
1 damage.
God, where am I? I'm over there.
1 damage.
Ring out.
And Mesh, you literally went through this carriage. You are slammed backwards. And then, he's going to stalk at Renok and say, "You wanna dance, old man?"
Oh shit. Old man. How old is he?
Old? Also, did I get any damage from that?
His deductive skills are
No,
clearly
you were
skewed.
fine on your dex, and it was pretty
Okay.
far for you. Does a 23 hit you?
Me?
Yeah.
23, it does.
Fuck.
Or a
32, yeah.
24?
20, yes, it does.
Fuck.
So he smacks you twice recklessly with this hammer.
Stone's endurance reaction.
What does that do?
As a reaction, reduce damage dealt by 1d12 plus 3.
On one hit, or which one?
I think it just says damage dealt, so if I click on it...
Okay.
You fucking... Yeah, it just says the damage dealt, so I assume 1 attack.
He does 15 damage total.
I'll roll to see how much this actually is. 6 plus 3, 9.
Okay,
Well-
so you take 3.
Chef.
No, you take more. Sorry, there's one. You have just as much damage.
Second attack too.
4. That was both. You take an extra plus 1d6 plus 4. So 15 plus 8, 23. No. Yes, 23 minus 12.
I'm gonna wait. Take
23.
time.
What
want to live.
was your reduction?
9.
23 minus 9, 11, 12. You take 12.
Oh, I'm glad I did that. 'cause
Chef,
I'm not
I had a
doing
thing
good.
that I didn't do. My silvery barbs was giving me advantage. I was waiting for my attack roll, but it's also for saving throws, so I could have done advantage on my first saving throw. I don't know if you want to give it to me the next time or keep it as it is. Up to you.
You choose when to use the advantage. In which
No,
case,
it's
I
the
think
next. It's the next roll. It is
the next roll.
Yeah.
So, this is how it feels like.
Okay. Yeah. Roll, and we'll see if you were knocked back or not.
Chef, he hit Renok twice, correct?
Yes, he did attack Renok twice.
It's another 4 psychic damage, please.
14. Would that a
14?
save?
No.
No. Okay. So, same thing. No problem.
And Mesh, you do see out of the corner of your eye here, though, you see the wizard has moved over here, and he is fighting Grim out in this side yard.
Okay.
And those are the explosions going off. But he sees his captain, and the captain is like coughing and does not look like he should be standing anymore. So he's going to cast something helpful. Maybe.
Chan. It's Chan in the chat, guys.
It's a Dan.
Jan was in my
hello.
first D&D campaign. We were players with Cari.
He was grim before Grim was grim.
Latest time. 50 months subscriber. Oh my god. It's long. It's a long time.
Beast.
Jan has been a sub of my channel since I got the button before I hit partner.
I literally drew your character and then you died. I didn't even get a chance to send it to you.
All right, what's going to happen here is this this weird
Actually,
wizard is going to swap places with his commander. Oops. And not make him bigger or smaller.
Can you do that
And then
with the
now
chains?
in front of... Oh, the chains. I think it was
Right,
initially
those
Grim's
Things.
influence reaches through.
20 feet.
What's that? Who's that a picture of?
It's
That was
a
Jan's
elf with
character.
One long ear.
Yeah, Jan's character.
Oh.
I'm gonna say the spellcasting ability was enough to break these chains here. As he triggered this warp, the chains just broke. In front of Renok, he's going to like do all these hand signals real quick, like Jitsu, and then disappear as he drinks a potion.
Disappeared? Wait. How much of this can I even see what's going on?
Every time Cari has the same response. It's not casting a spell, it's just air traffic control. What do you mean? I'm gonna drink a potion.
Coward, get back!
It's just the sprinkler in front of you and then
Yeah.
drinks a potion.
I can't do that one. I can
I can do fireball and firewall that Madara did. That's this one.
And then Mesh, you're up.
Okay. I'm on my ass, so I used my half my moment to get up. And I am going to whip the guy in front of me with booming blade. You're not going anywhere.
Pink here. Pink, who is at death's door here. A stiff breeze would kill him, it seems.
Oh wait, it's not an attack roll. It is an attack roll with my weapon, right? Forget how booming blade works.
I believe it's an
On
attack to
hit.
start that.
Yeah, my weapon attack roll. So whip is +5, so 13 to hit. 8 + 5.
A 13 to hit? Yeah, that hits this guy.
Okay.
I don't. If you roll more than 1 damage, he is dead.
I have a +2, so yeah. That's my action. And for my bonus action, I was able to see the wizard swap, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know sight over here and do Eldritch Blast at the guy over there.
Give me a perception check.
Not bad. Perception will be 14.
As you kind of look at the shimmering mirror images around you and you're aiming your spell at this thing in the distance, you notice it also shimmers a little bit.
I'm still gonna shoot, assuming it might hit the wizard, maybe. That's okay, that should hit 21 to hit.
You're aiming at the guard captain.
Or the shimmer, if the shimmer is in the middle.
The guard captain shimmered.
Oh, okay.
Your beam goes straight through the guard captain and hits the wall behind it.
Ooh. Then I will turn a shot at disadvantage where the wizard went invisible.
So you're blind firing
Yeah, in front of Goldy,
in
basically.
this line, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not hitting. 2.
2. Oh, fortunately, it's pretty random, so we'll be rolling to see if you hit. No. A 6 on a D100. So no, unfortunately, no. You basically crack a shot off and it bounces off the wall again.
I need something for these invisible guys.
Well, someone has the invisibility up. Maefyre, you're up.
Okay.
Or unless Mesh, if you have anything else.
Nah. I'll keep line of sight with the captain. That's about it.
Okay. So as far as my movement or where I can go, because there's fire everywhere.
Fair.
Yeah. If I go back through that door, because assuming I can't go through the smoke, 'cause I don't know what's in front of me. I know where the door is. I go back through that door and then go up because I know that this door is here, so can I go through that door?
Yeah, it's a broken window, but Goldy did a good job of, or Renok did a good job of clearing it out for you.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move my character to where that arrow is, assuming that I've gone that way that I've indicated. Okay, so take that. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong one. This one. There. There. So that was what, 16 foot? It was, wasn't it? Fuck, I forgot. It was like that. 19 foot. 19 foot. Okay, so what I can see is I'm gonna. Is this token here mesh? The one that looks like a marble. What is that?
Yeah, that's me with the mirror image on.
Oh, that's what it is. All right then. So because.
Oh God.
What is that?
The fire's growing.
I know.
So,
I've
okay, so
I'll get rid of it.
because I'm back here, I can't move to anyone to. I can't move to Renok or Mesh to heal them. So, but I was looking my bonus, but I could use my bonus action because it just says they have to be within range of 60 foot, and it's a additional plus two bonus AC for the duration. It lasts 10 minutes. So this is Shield of Faith. But could I cast that on Renok because he is like.
Yeah, you can cast Shield of Faith on Renok.
So I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Renok as a bonus action. That doesn't use a thingy, does it? I use a spell slot. Okay, so I cast one. I cast that. And as an action, let's see here. Can I cast Wave of Enfeeblement? This is a black beam of whatever that says, energy springs from your finger towards a creature within range. Make a ranged attack against the target. On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends. At the end of each of the target's turns, it can make a Constitution saving throw against the spell. On a success, the spell ends. So that's 60 foot. There's an enemy there, and an enemy here. Are there just two enemies?
You can't see the
It
enemy.
doesn't say I have to see them. Does it say? Where does it say I have to see them? It doesn't say that. It just says within range.
Range usually includes sight.
How do you know it's there?
Look, I know that they're there. Alright, so I do know.
Jodie knows. Jodie knows she's.
Alright,
Maefyre
okay.
knows.
I have 5 foot. I have at least. What I move 19 foot. So I have 6 foot of movement. All right. If I step to the side like that, to here.
Jodie's correct. You do not need to see the target.
For which spell is this?
Ray of Enfeeblement. You merely point your finger in a direction.
Yes.
Okay, but how does she know where to point?
To the rescue. How do I know where to point? Because I know where the enemies are. I know the
Sound, I guess.
Maefyre don't.
All right, look. I said I will use my remaining movement, and I will step to the side, to here, because I have 6 foot of movement, and I can go to here, right? And then I can see this enemy up the top here. So
I'm just trying to keep it authentic. That's all.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna move here.
Very strange wording on that spell, but props to Jodie for the reading on it. You know.
It is strange wording, yeah. So there, and then I'm going to use Ray of Enfeeblement on this. I don't know what that person's. I don't know who their name is or whatever. Anyway, that one that's up there. You know which one I mean, right? This one. How do I indicate it? Not that one.
All right, you can make a ranged spell attack against it.
So ranged spell attack. 1 second. So here.
Jodie, do they have to make us? You have to make a spell attack, or did they make a con save?
They make a con. They can use a con save against it at the end of each turn. So, yeah. So I got a. So what was that again? Was it 10? Did it wrong just then?
Oh, that's because it's the. I was looking at the 2024 version. Sorry.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay. Never mind. So that was a 16. It will hit it for. It will. What does that mean then? The 16.
It's a 16 to hit.
16 to hit.
Your spell goes straight through this. The illusion
wait.
wavers a little bit.
It was an illusion? I couldn't. That wasn't the enemy?
It was not.
How about? Wasted that then. Okay, well I can't do anything else then. So I will end my turn.
Alright. The smoke will begin to clear up, and they're only partially obscured, and this guy is looking around and seeing none of his friends. And how injured is he? He actually hasn't been hit yet, so he's okay. But he's just going to dip and tries to sprint out and starts climbing over this fence. As he kind of gets to this fence, though, there is a...
Hold on, I might get an OP attack. Is this 10 feet? Yeah, this is 5 feet, 10 feet. I have 10 feet OP attack with my whip.
Yeah, you can lash out at him.
Do I get to put cantrips onto it or no? That's a spell. That's a feat thing we talked about, right? Yeah, I don't have the feat yet. Oh, that's a regular whip. $12 plus what is it? 5. 12 plus 5, 17 to hit. 17 hits or no?
Yeah, 17 hits. Give me damage.
4 damage.
4. Okay. It hobbles him enough that he gets to this fence and is trying to, push it open, but it clearly seems locked. But as he basically touches the fence here, you hear a blood-curdling scream echoing through the manor as the fires kind of rise. Chamilla, they're actually closest to you, and you see 2 figures apparate seemingly through the wall, and they run into this fire, and they're ethereal, ghostly figures. All right, where did they go? Did I move them to map layer? Yes. Token layer. Good. And they run into this fire in this haze and are looking around, screaming, like just looking at what's going on and have no idea. Chamilla, you can kind of see the hand of one of them here, and they're pointing and looking at each other and screaming and are in dire panic about everything.
Ah! Does it look like they're like it was your fault?
They have not seen you yet.
Okay.
I'm more amazed they ran into the fire and then started screaming.
Okay, if it is my turn, I do want to kind of be like, okay, and can I scooch past this fire here?
Yeah, you can move through it.
Okay, I'm gonna go towards the sounds outside where my friends were and kind of like, there's a...
Give me a stealth check.
Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can get to where... Okay, this is where I'm gonna go so far. And then... Die. 18?
All right. Through the smoke and fire, none of them seem to screech in response to you.
Okay. This is scooching. Do I see the invisible dude? Or what do I see where I'm at right now?
What do you see? You have see invisibility on?
I do.
How the fuck do you have this on?
I've had it for a long time. As soon as I saw the wizard, I turned it on. I went, crap, something just apparated in and apparated out.
Yeah, you will see 2 guys over at the fence trying to push their way out.
Here.
Yeah. There's a guy right next to him trying to open the gate as well.
I suppose I will, see, how far is Fairy Fire? Fairy Fire is 60 feet. So I will try to cast Fairy Fire on both of them. And they need to make a Dex 16 save.
One is failing, very likely. And it's probably the bandit.
Oh, poop. Ah, shit, I should have used my bardic thing to make it give him disadvantage. Oh well. I'll remember that eventually.
No, the wizard is ringed in pink flames or something.
Yeah, definitely pink.
All right, there's an outline of a character ringed in pink.
All right.
And you see him looking at himself like, oh shit. And he looks up and sees you, and it's just like, uh-oh.
Is this a cart right here?
Not
It
anymore.
used to be.
You see, I was just about to say the same thing.
Okay,
Used
so
to be.
I see him see me. Is there cover I can go?
He didn't look angry. He looked more shocked. so he wasn't really targeting you. It still looks like he's
Okay.
trying to flee.
I think I'm still gonna dive into that bush to make
Okay.
sure, like the bush over here, maybe. Take cover in the shrubbery. And bonus action, I will. I will just use my unsettling words on him to subtract a number rolled from the next saving throw he makes before the start of his next before the start of my next turn. And I'll just say, "Pink is not your color," and then I'll hop into the shrubbery.
All right. Renok.
Oh,
you're
Like,
up.
no, don't attack me.
Can I see this person at all in any way?
You can see a figure ringed in pink, and you can see the bandit both struggling to open this gate.
Okay, so I get my bearings back after my vicious attack. I look forward and I see what appears to be two figures at the very least, and for the one I could barely see, that seems to, as I would think it would be the one who disappeared, I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at level 2.
At the one that you thought disappeared, so the mage?
You
Well,
did, Cari.
I'm assuming because I saw the dude disappear, so assuming this is him. So in my state, I'm like, I'm gonna get you.
Okay.
So let's roll.
Cari, you're
18.
muted.
All right, it's an
18,
attack roll, so you have advantage.
Well, he's invisible, so I was going to give him a straight roll.
No,
but he
wait.
cannot benefit from being
Fairy
invisible. Yeah.
Very fire.
advantage.
He's glowing. It's a glowy pink.
So
You have advantage on the
glitter.
attack.
all right, I'll do it again.
I'm just-
18 again. All right, so
yeah, you hit. How much damage?
let's pray for something big. My screen is littered with dice. 18.
Okay. He is now
Okay.
also glowing, and the next person to attack him has advantage.
And then, because as I finally just actually see what's going on, I just scream out, "Damn you!" and I do it again.
Can't cast a spell twice.
You cannot cast a
Oh,
level
I can?
spell
Oh,
twice
I'm
in a
sorry.
turn.
I'm still new to this. Okay, in that case, I am going. No, I would be angry enough that I'm going to run right up to him, and I'm going to slash him with my great sword.
Your guiding bolt should have taken your action this turn. How are you attacking
You're right.
him?
I'm sorry. Let me go back. Let me do that again. Okay, in that case, my apologies. I instead will. How tall is the building itself? Like, is there a place that I can jump onto, by chance?
No, not on this side. It's not a balcony on this side. This looks just to be a 2-floor building, and these
Just-
are rather opulent 2 floors, so quite tall. Probably 40, 50 feet up is the top of the roof here.
Okay. Okay, I am gonna do a tactical retreat. Seeing I can't do anything else, and I'm going to go here where the where this cart was, and see parts of mesh around. Like what happened? And I'm just gonna stay here and my turn.
Okay. Grim will be
Just mark off my spells.
fighting something
There we go.
Something somewhere.
over here. Grim is very successful at what he's doing. Janus, you're up.
Okay.
Characters not in play are the powerless.
All right. Janus is gonna run up here. Take about. He's gonna get to the 15-foot mark before he has to make a decision. How badly is this guy looking? The captain here.
The captain, give me a perception check, but he's been shot a few times and revealed
12.
to be an illusion. A 12. You see it shimmering, and this is clearly an illusion, not an actual person.
Also, I know where he is.
You do see Grim wrestling further, though, and Grim is wrestling with someone invisible over there.
Well, I know where the captain
Grim,
is.
and you do
I
realize
marked
Grim
him.
is winning. Grim is sitting on top of something, pinning it down over there.
That's funny. Well, Chef, I know where the captain is because I have marked him.
Yes, Grim is on top of the captain. And Grim is like holding a spell to his face.
Cool.
And ordering him to surrender.
Okay.
Surrender or die. These are your choices.
I'm just gonna take a deep breath and say, Grim, deal with him as you please. I'm gonna deal with the dangerous one. And then I'm gonna turn on my heel and take a single large step in my pivot, and then I'm gonna whirl like a top, and I'm just gonna go and try to hit him 3 times.
Let it rip.
You said we have advantage on this, Camilla?
Yes, you do.
Natural 20.
If it's an attack.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Oh.
I need to make sure. Sorry, my kanji dice is fucks with me. It's the opposite of the 1. Yeah, okay. So no, that's a 19.
That hits.
Okay. Do you need me to split up the damage or put it together?
No, this one's fine.
12. Next one. 26.
26 damage?
26 to hit. The
Nice.
next hit.
Oh, 26.
Oh.
Yeah, that hits.
13.
I'm jumping the gun here.
All right. He is very unhappy about this.
Last one.
This is the offhand.
Yeah. Ooh, not good. 14.
Does not hit.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. $22.
That hits.
Get an extra die. Oh my god. Okay. 19.
How do you want to kill the wizard?
Thank God.
You're the wizard.
I mean, I'm basically just gonna take a swing, and it's gonna, with the same hand, it's gonna go. I'm gonna basically say that the third hit is the final main sword, so it'll be main off main because I'm spinning. And on the last one, it's gonna basically just do 2 chest swings, and then the last one will just stop at his throat, and then I'm gonna cut his arm off, and he's just gonna bleed out.
Wow.
That
The
hand
little,
will not hurt my
bandit
friends
next to
anymore.
him, the last little guys throws
Appreciate it,
his
bud.
hands up in surrender, and Grim is sitting on top of this guy, decides to hold the spell and not kill him, but you hear like someone spit, and he takes 2 psychic damage and dies. And
He
Grim is
died.
just like, well, that's disappointing.
Oh, the one he's on? He's dead?
And we are out of combat. The last bandit has surrendered. The house behind you is engulfed in flames, and you hear 3 screeching ghosts frantically trying to put out this fire that they cannot interact with.
Just flick my sword,
I don't mind
split off.
helping. Seeing that, I think I'll try to help them if I see it's all finished, but I
I-
can't.
Is it
I
possible
would
for
want
us
to help too.
help?
It looks like it's actually there's no way I can help, to be honest. It's too much.
I don't know if there's any.
You would know that these ghosts are not happy, and if they see you, they might attack you.
Well, really?
If we look like we're trying to help them, will they not? Will they be okay?
No, you don't. You don't think so. These are hostile.
It may be good if we just make our leave.
Yeah, because
You do
some of us
also
are pretty beat
hear
up.
the sound of like the town bells going off as the smoke is rising higher and higher.
We are not able to put out the flames with. Yeah, I'm going. for that,
Probably
mate.
like in the immediate sense, I would probably like pull off a curtain and try to like cover part of the flame with the curtain, maybe
Doesn't that
something
make it
like that.
worse? Because it's
If you
too
can
it's
cover-
too big. It's too big to cover the flame. It's too big to be covered with a curtain.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't you just cut
We
I'm-
might
I-
need to call the fire department for this one.
Yeah, is there a fire department?
Although, is this a good time to
Yeah, we
take
could
a
take
break?
a break. We could take a break. So
We
yeah,
need
we'll
to
take a
heal.
break and come back to the roaring fire that wasn't set by you, but you also seem to be the only ones there.
I'm hiding in a bush.
I think we should retreat.
I
from
will
this
also,
while we
just
get
as
on
a mental note, when we get back, I'm telling Grem to search the bodies quickly, and I will also take the guards the member that surrendered, take his weapons and throw them in my bag and tell him to stay there. And I'm gonna basically tell him to sit down next to the body of the person I just killed, and I'm gonna search the wizard's body right next to him, because we need a witness, or we're fucked.
All right, we'll deal with the quick search when we get back.
Sounds good.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, Jodie, you look really cute and cozy.
Oh, thank you. I feel really. This is really warm. My sister got
I
me
want
this.
something like that.
It's really nice. It's like, and it says Pokemon on the
Aw.
front of it.
I don't believe you.
It is. It's a decently cold day.
And it's this corner I'm in is always cold over here. I bring my heater over here because it's so cold.
Mm.
But yeah, it feels very nice and cozy.
So what you tell me is that this is going to be your clothes from now on every time we play D&D.
If it's cold, not in the summer.
Commitment.
Back in a sec.
I'm gonna check my forehead because my god, it's poking me. Ah.
Yeah, that lightning bolt fucked me up.
I have a Venusaur raid that power Dynamax raid I can't do. God.
People of the chat, who has the best cosplay and why is it Chef?
Room. Campbell.
fucking chair.
What level did we start this campaign at? 3? No. 5, right?
6? What was that? It was 6, wasn't it?
Maybe 5.
One of the two. Wash my hands.
These two are their own character. You know who I am. Chef is a pirate.
Okay.
So who is who? Well, I'm not reading the chat. So I'm Cari from the other campaign. Cari is being Chamilla from this campaign. Rob is he is Janus from this campaign. I think so. Chef, are you any particular pirate by name?
Blackbeard.
You Blackbeard.
I'm guessing. Does he have a black
Chef
beard?
Mage.
He's actually meant
He's muted. You're muted, Chef.
he's Chef Mage. Chef Mage pirate.
Who am
He is
I?
muted.
I'm Captain
I'm
Krizik
actually-
from the campaign.
I'm a Pikachu maniac. You know when sometimes you play Pokemon and there's like a Pikachu maniac.
I think that Chef
That's what I
is
am.
a pirate Pokemon trainer, and Jodie is his pirate. Is his Pokemon.
No,
There,
no,
I got
no.
it at the end.
I'm not a Pokemon. I'm a Pokemaniac.
Oh, that's
You know-
right.
you
They
know-
did dress up.
Yeah, you know
Yeah, I
there's Pokemaniacs in
remember.
the game. Yeah, that's what I am.
Yeah. And Mash, if you can hear me, which character are you?
Pikachu. The
Pikachu.
sleeping Pikachu.
He's
That
Trafalgar
my-
Law. Trafalgar
my-
Law from One Piece.
Oh, someone
Thank
from
you.
One Piece? Oh, okay, I don't watch that.
One Piece.
My former language exchange partner sent me that from Japan. Cute.
Isu. That's a very cute little thing.
Exactly, Pokemaniac. You know what I'm talking about then? Pokemaniac. these two.
No,
When
to
you
be
play, there's
fair.
always a Pokemaniac, and sometimes there's Pikachu fans in when you play the game.
Did the original dress up as a slow
Ooh, oh
Goldie?
my god, Chef went all out. What the hell?
poke?
Looks
Can't
so
remember.
good.
Goldie, were you aware of a Zorua glitch where you can get a Zorua that gets almost all the way up to 1,000 kilograms?
No.
Wait, how did you
Not
get
that
that?
one.
Is this a glitch? You can get one that's 1,000 kg?
Yeah.
Really?
So I knew that you could get
the
a
fuck?
guaranteed XXL one by using pumpkaboos that are supersized, right?
I didn't know that.
So if you have your buddy set for an XXL pumpkaboo, you're
Ah.
guaranteed XXL Zorua spawns. Okay?
Oh, because they're
big,
your-
right? Now,
your
there's a
buddy,
weird
yeah.
bug right now with auto catcher specifically. If you set to a small Pokemon like Joltik, Gimmighoul, or Cutiefly as your buddy, and then you let the auto catcher catch the Zorua copy, as it were, on the map, then it's like the low catch rate already sucks, but if you can manage to catch them, they are guaranteed to be like ridiculous kilogram randomizers.
Really?
Huh.
So I just been testing it for like 2 days now, and it's worked.
Yeah.
And then I'm now gonna test tomorrow, and furthermore, I might just go for a smaller walk tomorrow, but for the rest of the week, with an XXS version of Cutiefly, which is like 0.05 meters or 5 millimeters and 5 grams. It's like very small. And see if that does anything more. But I have a Zorua right here. Just a moment. I'll show you the largest one that I've got. Look at how big that is.
I can't see it. What does it say? It says 336.75 kg.
So the
1.23
largest one prior
Big.
to a 336 kg one was
Yeah.
my biggest one, I think, was like 23 kilograms, to give you an idea.
You got a monster.
And all of them seem to be capped at 1.23 meters in height. So I think the height capped, and then you can't. Then the kilograms, I think, caps at a certain weight, around 1,000.
It just gets dense. It
But
just gets like.
I've got
denser
some
and
that are like
denser.
88. I've got some that are like
Crazy.
150. I've got some that are like 200s, but only 1 and 300 something. And this has been crazy. So
Dang.
I don't know when we're
Oh,
gonna get
good.
Zoruas in whatever they're called, the little showcases. But if you wanna win those, I highly recommend
it
doing
out.
those.
Or when there's a dark
This
type. Is it a dark type? When there's a dark type?
Yeah, it's a dark type,
Okay.
but you need an auto
This is
catcher to do it.
reminding me. This is reminding me of the Pokemon episode where the island was full of chubby Pidgeys, like really fat Pidgeys who can't fly.
Did you remember the other one where they got to the other island of like super sized
Galapagos.
Pokemon? They're like everything's super big.
That was
Is that the robot one from the first season?
that was Team Rocket's park with robots.
It was
Yeah,
because the Pokemon manga saw Jurassic Park and made an episode.
Oh.
Or not the manga, the anime, because some of the anime is not the same as the manga. So they just like literally watched Jurassic Park and wanted to do a Pokemon one.
So Rob, I thought what you were gonna say was the trick to get the Hundo Razula, where you basically go up to one that you know is a Hundo, but you can't get it because it switches the stats every time. So you approach it with your buddy, then you step away so it goes away and switch to a different buddy and approach it again. It should switch. Step away once more, switch back to your original buddy, and when you see it this time, it will be a normal Razula, the Hundo Razula that it is meant to be. So I tried it once.
slow.
He means Zorua, by the way.
So
Yeah, I'm saying it wrong. Sorry, Razula. Yeah.
The Lulu.
Zor is the
The
first
Lulu.
syllable.
Yeah.
Chihuahua.
we know what Pokemon.
No, I don't want
It's
to
okay.
say it.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
That Pokemon that looks like a little.
I knew there was a weird thing where if you make your buddy a Zarude, which is the monkey,
Not to be confused with
Zorua
Darude.
can't copy it.
Really?
Why?
Yeah, very weird. But if you have the mythicals, Zarud, the monkey that's grass dark type, it can't copy it. So they'll just
that like
spawn
a
as
Cleric?
Zaruas on the map. And also, if you have a Zarua, that also like it'll do the whole animation because it's trying to copy itself. But
you thought I was this.
you
but
can
I
you
was
can
in fact
animation
this.
skip it if you have a Zarud as your buddy. Apparently.
What if you put any other mythical Pokemon?
It might actually set it
does
to the
it.
default
does it.
IVs.
So
That's a
Jodie?
good question, Jody. I don't think that works that way because I think this is a more recent bug because I used Zarud a while ago and it would still do the copying of it, but apparently it's a relatively new bug that it only works with Zarud.
It was kind of neat to see a bunch of shiny Mewtwo's around.
Oh, Diaz is confirming that the 100% trick that you mentioned works.
Yay! Appreciate it.
It was a little convoluted for me, so I don't know.
It
I have a
sounds
98
very
lucky. I'm not really
convoluted.
motivated to go for a hundo.
So it's literally a case of approach it, back away, switch buddies. Approach it, back away, switch back to your original buddy. Approach it, catch it, and that's it.
If I were to do that on my phone, I would have to restart my phone every time I did that because I'm on Android and it doesn't work.
That's unfortunate. I think by resetting the phone, it would actually reset the whole process too. Like you can't do it.
Yeah, I have not been
Yeah,
able
it's
to
about-
get the buddies to change the Zarua types unless I log off.
Remember, Mesh, when I was trying to go get one, there was apparently one in Romford, and I almost got there, and it was Spotlight Hour, and it switched, and I didn't get it. There was
Damn.
something else
Ran all the way
entirely.
to Romford? Oh my god.
I didn't run. Now, why would I run when I have a bus or a train?
You know what I mean? I mean,
I was told about it not too long before that, and I thought, let me give it a go. Let me see what happens.
This guy will bus all the way to Stratford to get a hundo, man.
Nah.
You just restart the game. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really motivated to hundo hunt, thank God. So
I am. That's my deal.
yeah.
I got a 98 lucky of the Zorark.
Ooh.
I'm just more concerned with collecting Pokemon. Doesn't matter if
All
it's
right.
on
Are you guys ready
I
to
am much
see what can
focused.
be? Again, the setting here is this fire is growing rapidly through this mostly wooden house. Mesh is trying to wave a curtain at it, but Mesh, you are.
I will also
It's
try
that
to.
kind of image of like you have a tiny bucket of water and you throw it onto a house and the fire just gets bigger. This fire is pretty out of control without something really powerful to contain it.
Okay, unfortunately, we don't. have that.
Rob was looting bodies, and this is what he finds. He digs through the wizard's body quick and finds a spell book that contains a list of spells in it, 2 potions of invisibility, a wand of sleep. On the leader, he finds a studded leather +1, a Thunderwave hammer, which gives 1 cast of Thunderwave per day as a bonus action, the heavy maul, and a potion of greater healing. On the peons, he finds 4 leather armors, 4 short swords, 2 smoke bombs, and 2 explosive traps. And then on all of them you find 312 gold, and you also find a note that matches some of the other ones you've seen.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. You said +1 studded?
+1 studded leather armor.
Sorry. That was a bad timing on my part.
You can delete it.
Is there like a faucet and a pipe somewhere we can try and use? Otherwise, I'm probably gonna give up.
You also hear the town bell warnings going off, and you actually hear outside the fence, you hear people moving around, calling out for alarm, calling for the water wagon and such. You do see a well through the gate further back there, but you also kind of have this revelation that this house was abandoned except for a bunch of dead bodies, and now it's on fire. And so you are, it's kind of that situation where if someone did come back and check what's going on here, they might come to the conclusion that you guys had something to do with this burning of the house.
So we need to get out of dodge then. Is that
I
what you-
will make sure that, like, I'm not gonna roleplay this, but Renok runs over and picks up the hammer before we leave, because I will be too overburdened with the other stuff.
I will hobble over as quickly as I
Take
can.
this in the mall.
Okay. What about him?
Renok, can I heal you quickly?
And then
Maybe we should get out. Well, don't worry, I'll be fine for now. I'm not dripping blood. I'm just. We can do it later.
I like that you said peon loot. That makes me laugh.
Actually, you know what? Jodie, go on. I don't know why I said that.
And
I don't know
there's-
why you said that, because it's touch.
I feel like this. I think this is happening all
There-
at once. That's why.
It's instant.
There is one guy still sitting here on the ground, like hands behind his back on his knees here, and he's watching this
he-
fire and watching you guys, and he's like, "We go."
Yes, we go.
He comes too.
This place is relatively all we can see. Is there any other rooms that we can quickly run in and just take a quick cursory glance at before we get out, Chef?
You can kind of see this was a bedroom.
Well, whilst
You-
he's doing that, can I
Peek
do?
in here, this was like a washroom. And then
Yes.
over here looked to be
I'm
more
gonna do
like a
cure
sauna.
wounds on you, Goldy. 3d8 plus 3. Plus, I'm gonna use the what do you call it? The thing that Camilla gave me. The what's it called again?
Potion.
No, she didn't give me a potion. She gave me a.
Oh, bardic inspiration.
Yeah, so an additional 1d8, so it'll be 4d8 plus.
Yeah,
I can do that, right?
I
'Cause
don't think.
I think so, but let me.
It says you can use it on ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. It's an ability check, is it not?
A heal is not an ability
Healing?
check.
No,
It's a spell.
It's a spell.
what's this spell?
Oh,
Sorry,
fuck.
that would be nice.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Certain
well,
bards have
3d8
that
then.
ability though. That's just their
Is
subclass
this
can
you
do it.
rolling or is this me rolling?
I'm rolling. I'm
Okay.
gonna do it now.
Ability checks are, for example, the acrobatics, athletics,
All right.
insight.
Well, you get.
Those are
Yeah. All right then.
Good that.
Or
You
quickly
get
ask the
13
peon
you
if they
get
gutted the house already.
You get 13 Goldy.
Okay, that makes me feel a bit better. Thank you.
The
13.
peon says, "We had just gotten into the house. We had, this guy. He's been missing for a while. We thought he might have some food in here. There's weird stuff in there. Lots of weird noises from the upstairs that we weren't. We didn't go anywhere upstairs.
Is there an outlet that we can get upstairs, Chef, before it burns down? I'm sure there's a window out there. I can just ask Renok to catch me and I'll run out that window. The
You're
backside.
looking for that hallway you were in had a staircase in it initially here that led upwards. There's no balcony or anything on the back of this house that you can see. Or there is actually a balcony. If you go to the bottom, the second floor map here, you can kind of see that there is a balcony above the entrance to, as you peeked in the room, looked to be a sauna.
if you're going, I'm gonna pat you on the back and give you guidance.
I really shouldn't be the one to go. If anyone should go, it should be Camilla, because she can get out very easily.
Where do you need me to go?
If you can get up and do as fast as you can a cursory look inside the second level and then get out.
I'm just gonna turn into a bat and fly up and look.
Okay, I'll give you guidance then.
I was thinking about
Yeah,
it,
but-
but I'm not as fast as she is, and she can get out.
Well, I'm slower in bat form. I'm 30. I'm same as
Just
you.
open the
but-
window and transform into the bat, and then get out if you need to.
Yeah, I figured it would be safer to, because I don't have to get as close to the fire as a bat.
Well, you have to go over the fire as a bat, then get to the door, transform, open the doors, and do all the stuff that you needed to do as a human.
Right. I can do that though.
Get going. We'll meet you out back.
Okay. I shall
You have
do
a
that.
D4 on all your checks.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Make sure you're looking for stuff like this, and I hold up the note.
Okay, what the hell?
Okay.
Chamilla, you are flying into the second floor of this house. Smoke is pouring out of the floor beneath you through all the cracks. Where are you trying to go?
Well, I'm looking. I go through the window up there. Look for a room that would have desk or like a study.
I'm kind of revealing the map up there. You go through this window above the sauna,
Right
and
here?
it's
Or here. This is the sauna, right?
down here. You're
Oh,
on the
down
second
here. Okay.
floor.
Yeah, it looks like there's a desk right here.
That is a big desk. You do kind of notice that this looks to be like one of the larger suites in the building. If this just has a large desk, this might be one of the main studies in the building, but the bed in the corner makes you think this might be a secondary room, maybe for a housekeeper or butler or something. So
Okay.
there might be
Well, at
bigger.
least I'm still gonna grab the papers that are on the desk top.
Okay. I'm assuming you're not reading them and searching
No.
quickly here.
They're
Okay.
going right inside my handy haversack. Just.
All right. There's 2 doors out of here, one to the south, one to the east. Which one are you
Okay.
gonna try?
I'm gonna try going to the south.
This ends up being a large hallway with multiple staircases down that are smoke is just pouring out of them, and you can see the flames coming up from them.
Then I will go to the east. I'll backtrack and go to the east.
At the far end of that room, though, you do see a raised platform, a library with a large desk around it.
Do I look like I can get there quickly?
Yeah, you can flutter across it. It is a giant open room. Hold on, is this below?
I'm in human form indoors, and my speed is 35.
Actually, now that I look at it closer, this is open to the floor below. So
Okay.
below you see nothing but fire. So you go east instead. Yes, you're correct.
Okay.
Sorry for walking that back. Before
That's okay.
you see an open open floor with access to the lower floor, but everything down there's on fire.
Okay.
Going to the east, you see a massive bedroom with a changing room, sofa, and couch. It looks to be the master suite here.
Okay. Change room and couch. So no desk.
There's a small reading nook, but looks like just nothing is jumping out to you in here.
I'll go through this door then.
Find the main study kind of looking room.
Okay.
There's large areas for reading, and you're gathering notes and papers quickly as you can.
Mm-hmm.
There's the floor is catching fire, and parts of it, as you're kind of dashing around, are breaking under your feet.
Good thing I don't have to breathe because of the smoke.
You collect all the papers and everything you can see in sight here.
Okay, I do that. And then I feel like that's a good amount, especially since this is the main study and I'm running out of time. I think I'm going to go here and then here.
You're just heading out the window?
Yeah, oh, that's a window. Okay. Yeah, I'll head out the window.
All right. You get out the window. You're fighting your way through smoke, and
Okay.
you're at this window. It's closed, and you're in human form, so you can use your hands here.
Okay.
You throw a chair out through the window with mostly ease, and are able to. I assume you change it to bat form and escape out the window.
Yeah. And then I
The,
will just flap back to everybody.
As you flap back to the party on the first floor, you see the city guard, with buckets and large carts with tanks of water on them, rolling down the alleys around and behind this building. It looks like during the search, the party is now somewhat surrounded by the town guard.
I'll just go land in a tree and wait. See what happens.
Okay.
Just like I'm a...
Chamilla watches you guys from a tree in the distance.
Yeah,
What are the rest of you guys doing? You hear the sounds of
yeah.
footsteps in the alley beyond the walls.
Give us a little bit of the layout outside the wall so we can figure out where to get out, kind of
in between each manor. You know, this manor is backed up to the rise in the city here, so behind you is the next level of the city. It's a sheer 70-foot wall of stone leading up to the next layer, but there's like an alleyway that kind of goes behind each house and in between each of these manors. That's, you know, more access road, more for butlers, more for stowage and stuff. And so that's the road that kind of the guards are moving down here. You can see them kind of through these barbs of like metal fences. They're moving down the alley and you kind of can dodge their vision.
So is there a point in like the wall that we can just climb over the wall and go into a direction that crowd isn't coming from? Like if they're coming from two sides, we can go in the middle side and get out of there from over the wall?
It looks like there's a large group of people that are setting up over by this gate. And then there's a cart that's stopped outside of your gate as well. But It sounds like they're fumbling for a key with the lock, or they're like pulling on the door and it's not opening, and they're yelling out, "It's locked." Do you see another gate further down?
What are they putting?
So I would probably say we climb around this area where we don't see people.
Okay.
I'll suggest to Mesh and Maefyre and Renok that are with me and say, if they're waiting on the key, we can just wait here for them to leave, and then we can unlock it and get out.
With the flames and crouching, let's hope it's fast.
We're outside though. We're outside.
Wait, we got outside the gate already?
No, the gate. There's like courtyard around the area, and a large like fenced-in zone that they can't see because it's stone. But we can get out through this gate once these fire department people leave, because the door's locked. They can't get in. So we can either risk it and, like Janus is suggesting, wait for them to leave and then unlock the door and get out, or we can take Mesh's idea, go to a different route, pray that no one's on the other side, and jump the fence.
So we can get out. We can try and jump this fence then.
But we don't know what's on the other side until we get over there.
Yeah. We can try and peek through the grating area, but we won't get it.
Can Chamilla look above it? In back.
We don't know where she is right now.
Yeah, we don't know
where she is. I thought she came back.
The guy you have captured is sitting here, hands up, and is just like starts yelling out, "Help! Help! The arsonists are back here! Catch them quick!"
Well, arsonists calling us arsonists? You can bloody do it.
Just turn it around on him. When they come, say, "Hey, we got him."
The pounding on the door stops though, as you hear. Do you hear that? There's. Who is that?
Did that?
I'm immediately socking this guy's mouth.
Yeah, I'm putting him down on the floor and just open the door. We'll talk our way through this.
The gate is still locked here.
Can you open the gates from your side?
No, we don't have a key.
We got trapped in here. We got attacked and shoved in against our will. Do you have a key, Maefyre? I'm gonna point to your like.
Sorry,
your like lock picking shit.
So Grim has the lock picking stuff. I just have I can make locks and assess them and stuff.
In
Okay,
lieu
so
of
his
not
screen that
having
has the
Grim
actual-
here, Maefyre, why don't you make a lock picking check here, a dexterity check or a sleight of hand to open this gate. But as you
Okay.
look up the lock, you notice
Yeah.
very immediately that this is another one of your family locks, and this seems to be one of the more genuine ones.
Okay.
It looks
then I
like the rich
should-
people here are able to afford the good stuff.
Our guidance, Grim.
Okay. Okay, so I'll do sleight of hand then. Check.
You get a
Oh, okay.
D4. You get a D4 on top
Right.
of that from my guidance.
Wait, can I use my inspiration now, please? Because it's gonna run out.
Inspiration's gonna run out?
Well, it lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah. What do you?
Bardic,
What do I need?
Bardic
Camilla's
inspiration?
Camilla's
Bardic
inspiration.
I
inspiration.
feel like it should be 10 minutes by now.
No, it says yeah, it does. It says for 10 minutes.
Hasn't it been like, well,
Yeah.
maybe not.
No,
well,
because we was only in combat for a little while, and
But I
now.
went in the.
Oh, but you know,
It's- You know what? It could be. It could be.
You know what?
It could be
You know what?
written. Depends
Why
how
don't we
long you
roll
took to
for it?
search.
I did try to use it before, but then
You did,
Chef
you
said
did.
No.
I didn't.
Why don't
I didn't.
you roll
You said
for it?
inspiration, which means something different than a bardic inspiration. So
Yeah,
you have the bardic
Oh, I said
inspiration.
Camilla
still.
gave me, but I did say that, and I read it.
No, you said inspiration. You didn't.
Oh,
say
okay. I
that.
didn't know
But
there
we
was.
knew.
I didn't know I
We
had
knew
to
she
say
was
that.
saying. I knew she was talking about my.
I read.
I'm
I
just
read
teasing
out
right
the,
now.
You
the
you can use bardic
instruction.
inspiration, and you have you have a plus D8, is it, and then a plus D4 you can add to this.
Yeah, maybe I don't need that much. Okay, well, no, I do need that much because we got to get out. Okay, so add a
She rolls a crit after all this.
1 to D8. On the D8, where is it? 8. Add 3. So 22, and then add what was it again? 4
A D4.
or D4. Okay, let me roll D4. Additional 4.
Neat.
Mesh, don't let me do the talking.
26. To get out.
You can pop the lock open, and you tuck it into your bag.
Before we
Keep
get
safe.
out, I want to knock this
Wait.
guy out because he's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
All right, the gate swings open, and there's
I'm out.
3 firefighter-looking people that are dressed in like heavy leathers, and they have buckets of water in there.
Go, go, go. Get the fire out.
Yeah.
What? Wait,
I'm-
who are
I'm
you?
gonna- I'm
Who are
gonna
you?
go as
What?
well.
Did you start the fire?
No, these
we
guys
didn't
started the
start it.
fire.
You didn't start the fire.
He's looking around and sees you guys all banged up and bloodied, and sees dead bodies. Is like, did you kill all these people? And you're telling us that
Look, we can talk about this. We're not going anywhere. Just stop the fire first. Yeah.
you
think the
reluctantly
fire-
give me a persuasion.
Put out the fire.
Yeah. It's 18.
Okay. It's good.
Says, all right, grab a bucket and help them.
All right.
Yeah.
And he fills up a bucket and starts running towards the house and throws it onto the house. And then you see, it sounds like more firefighters are coming, and then the city guard is also coming out to help too. But it looks like you're just with firefighters right now. As he runs
Mhm.
away from you, you could probably slink away if you wanted to.
We can
We
sneak
want to.
away.
You guys are all kind of standing
Do we
there.
want
We don't want to
to?
get caught. We don't want to get.
I'm
accused of
going
We-
to.
we have-
Oh,
We
I'm-
have permission to be here, sort of. So
Do
we
we?
don't
If
need
we-
to.
Well, what I'm gonna do is
If
I'm gonna
we
throw
run
some
them-
buckets, a couple of buckets, and after one or two,
where-
where they know that
where's
I'm
the water
here
coming
and they're
from?
used to my presence, then I'm gonna leave.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, there's a well. There's a well. Is that where
So-
the water's coming from?
Janus here, you're grabbing a bucket and you run to the house and throw it through the window and then run back to the cart. On the third or so trip, you notice the flames are being extinguished a little bit more efficiently now. A few more firemen have shown up, and you hear other movement through the house like they're catching up to it. Each trip is taking longer and longer, and so you're seeing less and less people on each trip here. You're you kind of throw one bucket on and it's like mostly already out, but you're just like looking around more than anything.
Yeah,
And,
then I'll grab Mesh and see if we can carry the guy that I knocked out as if he's like a victim that we pulled out of the fire. We're just gonna start carting him away. Mesh, help me with this guy.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, look,
Let's get it.
what's that wound on his cheek? Fire damage. Hazardous stuff.
Renok, what are you doing here?
Right. I'm gonna just put. I am also gonna help. I'm gonna help sincerely. And when I see them, Janus and Memesh moving away, I am just going to do a few more splashes of water, and then slowly go once I see both of them are out of my sight in their direction.
If I see any one of our party members not moving away at this point, I would use the message cantrip and would tell them to start heading out.
All right, Grim is quick on the jump here and was one of the first to leave here. He had dipped. Camilla, you're watching from
he
a
didn't
tree.
help. Gone.
Maefyre, what are you doing?
Firstly, Renok, did you add those extra healing I gave you to your thing? Do you remember? I gave you healing.
I did.
Oh, maybe I just can't see it. I'm gonna ask Mesh if he's okay. Do you need healing?
You can't. He's gone.
Oh, I can't. Where did he go?
I'm carrying a
leaving.
body and leaving the fire.
Grim,
okay.
Mesh, Janus are gone. I'm leaving. You probably.
If you are still in there, you would hear in your head, "We're moving out. Get out of there now."
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't know. Okay, so then I'm outside as well. Then I will move outside as well.
Okay, so you'll follow them down the alley.
Yeah, I don't know which way. Oh, is it that way?
I'm
actually not very
just
sure.
assuming you're heading away from the fire, so more towards the left side,
Oh,
Let's go to a
okay.
place where there's no fire. Thank you very much.
that direction. You kind of head down this alley and it kind of snakes around between other large houses and manors, and each time you get a glimpse like off to your left side, you can kind of see the city movement through the down these long alleys, and you see lots of people kind of flocking to the smoke. You look back over your shoulder and there's a black tower of smoke thousands of feet in the air at this point, and the glow of the fire still kind of illuminating the base of it. Not many people are moving through this alley. Somewhere behind you see the firemen kind of shouting out like, "Hey, where'd they go?" But nothing. They don't seem to be pursuing, and you can disappear through these alleys back into the city.
I'm following them.
Camilla is following in bat form.
Could I do a quick? I should have done this earlier. I apologize. Can I do a quick check to see if any one of us have any charred or smear marks from the flames?
You guys are heavily ash coated here. You were
Oh,
throwing
okay.
ash into this building. There's a pretty firm trail of ash on your boots behind you as well.
Shit, that's not good.
You have prestidigitation, Mesh?
We're in trouble, guys.
Yeah, I'll be cleaning myself and Janus.
Can we take a few minutes here and just clean up?
Yeah.
You find like
Okay.
a small little alley in the wall. There's a grate leading to the sewers behind you, and you prestidigitate and clean everything up.
I'll turn back into myself in the alley and also prestidigitate myself.
It really feels like we're criminals, like trying to.
Chef,
So,
could I use my
evidence.
survival tactics to go back on the trail and see if I can, at least in the more like immediate vicinity, make it look like I can take the steps and point them the opposite direction? Like use my boots and go somewhere, and then I'll take them off and kind of walk around as if they like resume, and the kind of the residual effects from
You
my
can
boots go away.
obscure the tracks here.
Yeah.
Give me a survival check.
And if Maefyre has
19.
gotten up, I would let you heal.
You look
Yeah,
back and you think your
if-
handiwork's pretty good here. You step backwards through this footsteps and then, erase the footprints a little bit.
If we're here for 10 minutes, like cleaning up, can I do prayer of healing? Because then I can heal more people.
Yeah, I can say you as you guys are walking, you know, you're kind of just walking aimlessly here, no clear direction. After you prestidigitated, you continue moving, and you can get off a prayer of healing here.
So prayer of healing 10 minutes. If I do that at 3rd level, that will use up all the slots, but it means I can do 3d8 plus 3.
How many people can you hit, Maefyre?
I can hit 6 creatures.
It's all of us.
Neat.
All of us, yeah.
And I don't need healing.
You don't?
I heal per round as a vampire.
Okay, but I'll just get you anyway because it's 6 people and doesn't cost anything else. And you're not.
I'll just feel extra great. My hair looks a little more luscious.
Yeah, so I heal everybody. Let me hit this.
You could heal the guy that's unconscious at this point.
No, fuck that guy. He almost got us killed again.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
a total of everyone gets 13. Everyone gets 13.
And I get 15.
You get 2 extra.
Rob, I assume
temporary HP.
What's that, Renok?
So, Rob, I assume every time we like past a corner, you very deliberately just smack the head into the corner. Like, oh, sorry.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
I
sorry.
fucking hate this guy now.
Oh, does
Yeah.
he knock off 1 hit point every time he does that? He gets like 1.
Oh,
Every time he looks like he's about to wake up, he's like,
alright.
oops, bam.
You you know, you're just continuing walking, and eventually you realize you're behind the place that you stayed this last night. Or are you on?
Oh,
No, you guys went up a level. You guys are up 1 level from where you stayed, so you've completed a full circuit, and you see that the houses kind of end, and in front of you is the ramp upwards. A little bit further, you see the fire.
Do we?
And we'll say the fire. I've taken you back to the map, and we'll say the fire wasn't here.
Okay, so we are completely like.
It was in the unwashed area, was where the manor was, or was in
No, you
the?
guys are on the circle of the worthy. You guys are at the very
The
top.
circle.
Oh, wow. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because we got up. Remember, we
Interesting
like
that
path.
bandits got all the way up here.
Yeah.
How
How
did they
get
even
up
get
there?
up here?
Do they have any markings
question.
or
You
like
see
identification
markings,
type stuff, Chef? Like
You
that
see
we
if
would
they
know?
had the
You will check
tattoo.
this guy, and you look at him, and he's got a 1 bar on his neck here.
Oh,
So
how
they
did get up
snuck
there?
in.
Did
They
they?
snuck in.
It snuck in somehow. There must be some.
Well, they can either
weakness
sneak
or
in,
some
they can
way to
forge
get in.
papers, or they can have the ability to get up here through connections. So we need to figure out how they got up here.
One of the wizards had those potions of invisibility, so maybe they were using those as well.
Well, do we remember seeing any tattoos on the wizard? If he had 3 bars?
I'm gonna say he
Janus,
was
when you
invisible, and so
remember
his glowing
rolls?
form, you could not
Fair.
detect it.
What if after we killed him?
Would we have looked for it?
Yeah,
Like-
Janus.
I would have
did search the
specifically
body.
seen him, yeah.
He researched the body for
S-
items.
You searched him. Give me a investigation. Let's see if you were paying attention.
And a historical.
Dude, I'm
check.
rolling so hot now. This is good. 17.
He also only had 1 bar.
Plebeian. All right.
He-
1 bar.
Well, regardless, we need to find a place where we can talk to this guy without being interrupted.
1 bar hobo.
Do we have a
Okay.
way of contacting our person, Mesh?
I know where her office is, so I could just message once we get close enough.
Well, you do have this dead body. There is a steady stream of firefighters and guardsmen responding to this fire, kind of all running up the ramp in front of you and then heading towards the fire.
The gentleman
to
that we
go
took
through
is
this
not
crowd.
dead. I just knocked him out.
Yes,
He's
he's.
thought he
not
was unconscious.
dead.
You have a limp body. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
It's not
Just-
a dead body.
Okay, great.
I mean,
That-
brain
that still
damage,
looks
maybe.
It looks.
We can only hope.
suspicious. carrying a like unconscious person, right?
Yeah. So I think we can we need to probably send one or two, like, people that are
Yeah,
good at
okay, I'll
talking,
go.
and go get someone to come pick us up somewhere and cover for us. That's basically our only play at this point.
I'll go to the bastion area where we entered, kind of. And I remember when gave orders to someone to give us permission slips to come up here.
Yeah,
So
you
I'll
guys
try to
have a
find.
permission slip. You have a writ of access.
And probably just message when we had an issue. We need a place to keep someone discreetly, if you know anything, where you can meet us down 2 alleys on the left or whatever.
I'm gonna be with Mesh the entire time. Just to see this.
You get a response. It's like, is this you? Is the fire you?
It was someone else,
No.
but we stopped them, and one of them is with us. I'll send
The
another.
questioning will lead you to that
We'll
answer.
need to question them.
What? You know what? I have no reason to lie. One of the comrades started the fire.
Yeah, we're not talking. I'm messaging.
Oh,
Yes, Ven is responding only to Mesh over whispers.
my apologies.
She's thinking of what to do here. She's like, I can't get you down from the city. The guards would ask too many questions.
Do you have a place we can hold up for a while?
How good of friends are you with Ambrose, the high priest?
Relative.
Bestest of friends.
I don't know if we would
Friends.
say we're on
Friends is a bit much, but we're on decent terms.
we could.
He is aware of our existence. Let's put it that way.
We could speak. The only time, like, we had significant interaction with him was that time when he was in the car and I stopped. That was him, right?
Need a
What are the
carriage.
facial expressions Mesh is making? I'm just like, not even I'm convinced is whatever he's saying.
Well,
doing the
I'll
face like-
say, as I am a cleric of Helen the Four, I think I have his ear. In the very least.
We do have a cleric that could talk to him on clerical levels. That could help, maybe.
Yes.
On a clerical level.
Clerical level. What is that?
On the level of which is cleric.
The only other options: sneak upwards. I'm not with you, so I can't get you into the lighthouse, but maybe they pulled the guard. Or sneak downwards, jump the fence, and land on the rooftops on the steady ring, and maybe you can get away down there. Or
We have to jump down.
try your luck and see if anyone else is. Just lay low for, the rest of the day here. Don't be on the main streets anywhere. Especially, you said you have a person with you too? Especially if you're carrying around a suspect.
I think we're more conspicuous on this level, so we should. It probably is a good idea if we can get down.
Yes, you stand out very clearly on that level. They
When
see
we-
looking for someone who ran away, you will be found very easily.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chef, when we went up to the lighthouse, how was the security and pathing of it? Is that doable to talk to a guard and then have
There
them
was
move away?
there was 3 guards milling around like a tiny little hut on that level. Going up to this level, there was a big gatehouse that stopped lots of people. Going up to that level, it seemed like, just 1 or 2 people would be sufficient. They would see you coming and be able to, call for reinforcements if anything serious was happening. So, but there was not very many.
And is there other ways up on that plateau kind of place to the lighthouse?
It's a 70 to 80 foot stone cliff. There might be some rooftops that you could use to get, 30 to 40 feet up, but still a pretty significant climb that ends up being very visible.
She doesn't have any places, so we could either go down or up.
Or we can try and find an inn here and go separately and just pretend this guy is as a drinking buddy who's had a bit too much.
You don't think there would be an inn at this level? These are residences. These are
posh
rich
level.
people.
I see.
Where we was before, there was an inn, and there was that inn where the incident happened. The Wayfarer, was it Wayfarer or something like that?
You had heard about the Waystone Inn, but you were just staying at some
sorry.
apartments that Ambrose had set up for you, I think.
Yeah, can we get back to those apartments?
Those are down one level from you.
Yeah, can we go down, but not through the gate, not through the gatehouse where the guards are.
To go over the wall.
Okay.
You have to jump
I have
30 to
an
40
idea.
feet down over the wall.
Oh
Walking
shit! Do we
across
have Featherfall?
Featherfall.
Yeah,
Anyone-
I
does anyone
can
have
do
it?
further. Yeah, I can
Mesh,
do
what's your
All of
idea?
us?
I have one idea. We can ask this guy how he got up. He might know of a way to get down.
Oh, you have to stop knocking him out then.
Yeah.
Well, we
I don't know
have-
if it's Janus.
Janus is gonna basically try to describe what the invisibility potions will do because of his alchemist background. He'll describe, he says, okay, it's not gonna be easy, for sure. But with Chamilla being a bat, and if any of us can cast the invisibility spell, it could be easier. But basically, anything that's being worn or carried is invisible. So, if we give, let's say, hypothetically, Renok has the invisibility potion, he can drink it for an hour, carrying this person. So while you're carrying this person, Renok, drink the potion. You and the body will be invisible, and then we can go wherever the fuck we want for an hour.
That
I like
could be
that.
useful.
I like that. I like that.
Chef,
Okay.
what he said, will that work? What he just said?
Make the guy drink the potion? Yeah.
No, he said Renok
No,
drink
no.
the potion, and then the guy will turn invisible too.
Mm-hmm.
Because the guy being unconscious cannot concentrate on the invisibility.
You don't have to concentrate on a potion.
Correct,
Is
but
it?
if you have
No,
the potion
if
of
you're carrying
invisibility
a-
matters whatever is being worn and carried when you imbibe it.
I'm gonna say you cannot wear a corpse.
On a human, yeah.
He's not a corpse.
I didn't say he was wearing him. I said it, whatever you're carrying. So like if you're
He's
carrying
alive,
a weapon,
he's
that
alive.
weapon becomes invisible.
Similar to how companions work. Like if I had Blackie on my shoulder and I was invisible, that was working, right?
Okay.
Like
Well,
he-
the other option
like
is that
the
we.
The only
we
thing that
give-
okay, so Mesh, the
we
thing
give the
that's
potion
a
to
little
the
bit about
guy.
this is the spell and the potion can operate very
different.
differently though.
Yeah, that is true.
So like
just
if
make
you
the guy
imbibe
drink the
something, it's
potion,
very
though.
reasonable to assume that anything that's like touching you is really the only thing, like worn, like physically your
I'm just
person.
gonna rule that you drink this potion and you and what you're immediately wearing and carrying turns invisible, and that's like a
Oh, dear.
backpack in what's inside
Right,
it.
yeah.
When you pick up a second body, it doesn't just become invisible because you're carrying.
So if I put his head
Okay, so-
into my knapsack,
Hello.
will the whole
hello.
body turn invisible?
Hello. Just make the guy drink
alright.
the potion. Feed the potion to the guy. He'll turn invisible.
Yeah, but then we're carrying. It'll look
An
like we're
invisible
carrying
body.
nothing. Right?
And the
It'll look
second
like
one-
we're
Well,
carrying
that's the-
nothing.
That's better than
That means we
for him
spend
being
both of the
seen.
potions just to have the person carrying him and the person themselves.
Renok,
Also
you're
meant-
strong. You think you could carry this guy without looking too fatigued? You
Oh,
could carry
that's not the problem here. The problem is if we get seen.
You just have an
surely.
arm up here.
I mean, you can carry your backpack with one arm and then have him slipped over it and then have him forced imbibe the
We-
potion.
Can we at least gag and tie him up? Because if
Easily.
he wakes up, we will have no idea.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
he
basically
will struggle.
unconscious.
Okay. I approve.
Yeah.
Okay, before we
Alright.
do all of this, what are we going to do? now that we have a plan, where are we going to go?
To the
We're
inn?
going to go to
Go down
like the
one
a
level.
wall-
Time
a
out, time
wall
out, time
where
out.
That's away from.
Not thinking about immediate stuff here. I'm thinking about long term. We have 1 hour to do stuff with this guy.
What kind of
After
stuff?
that, that
Immediate
means we
stuff,
need to
huh?
be gone.
Okay.
We
let's
go
do
to the-
We
we-
just leave the city and
1
go
hour
to the
stuff.
vineyard?
So we need to think about what we need to do in this city still. Because if we have anything else, we basically have a clock now.
There's not a lot we can do in 1 hour whilst we're carrying a dead body.
We
But
can
there is
always
certain things that we
return.
can
Yeah.
do.
Need to- We can always return. It doesn't mean that we're
Yes,
done.
but we got to make sure that when we return that this guy has no chance of coming back.
I mean,
There's only
the
one way to
world,
do
the
one.
world changes. Something could happen in the time we're gone where it doesn't matter.
Well, let's just hope with
The
the right
problem
attack and
is,
fire
uh,
that things won't get too tight to get
Guys,
back.
we're forgetting something. The problem is nobody's leaving the city either.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
They're not letting anybody come in or out of the city because of the
Like,
famine.
I thought they weren't
famine.
letting people in. I don't remember a thing about letting them out.
They didn't let me out when I tried.
Ah, okay.
So
Okay, well, we
system-
got to think of a way to do that.
So basically, our only option is get to an inn, hide him in the inn until we can figure out our next step.
Mm-hmm.
but
Because
if we're gonna go up and down between levels, we need to get this guy where he belongs. In the lowest
Where does he
level.
belong?
He is a
So-
1 bar, which
One
means
of
he's
us
in.
needs to bring him then.
Which means he
and
can
then the
only go to
rest
the
of us-
lowest level. Yeah.
We
Mm,
need to
Okay,
make
so
sure
we
he
need-
doesn't-
Wait a
we need to
minute.
get
Why
a
do we
room.
need to bring him there? Won't he get in trouble for being up here?
Yes, and then more people will ask questions.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if he's in trouble, it's one guy yelling and screaming. I mean, they're not predisposed to believe him.
They're not predisposed to believe us either. Camilla's the problem.
No, but I'm saying we're out of the picture. They find him somewhere.
Yeah, but we're outsiders. They're not gonna believe us over him.
How do you know he's not an outsider?
He's got a tattoo right here.
I'd rather just leave and go to the vineyard, so I'll leave it to you guys.
can't-
I'm with
can't
you,
go to
Camilla,
the
on
vineyard
that
yet.
note. I don't think that there's
Yet.
anything else in the city for us at the moment. But we need to make sure that we tie up a loose end. Because if we don't, it will.
I mean, you guys gotta be careful, because if you talk about this too much, Grim's just gonna kill him.
if we go,
He only
I agree, we
surrendered
need
out
to
of
go to the
fear.
first level.
if we
Oh,
go,
I'm not gonna
then
kill him. I
let
just don't
live.
trust Grim.
What's that, Renok?
I was gonna say if we go in any capacity and just let him live, understand we will probably never be able to get back to the city without having to deal with being framed for that fire.
I think there's too much going on here for them to worry about us.
I don't think we can just kill that guy.
We
No,
could
I'm not gonna
take,
kill him.
Renok,
There's a
well,
fire, there's a famine,
Renok implied
there's
it.
only one person in charge of this whole thing. That information is gonna go right through the government in 1 year and one out the other. They'll lose the paperwork. This
Yeah, but
place is too
she
chaotic
is
to
like
remember.
I
she's
don't know.
running a shadow government up there. There is no real government. She's running
Exactly.
a shadow government, so she's the one that would get us in
she's
trouble.
not the
Like,
only
They're-
one with
they're in
eyes
too
and
much
ears.
chaos.
I have no doubt that at least someone's been paying attention that we don't know. They could probably be keeping tabs.
How about this,
What I'm
Mesh?
saying is there is a possibility.
What if we just get Mesh to get some sort of report that's been filed? So we submit it to
That's fine.
the leader.
Mhm.
Just sounds of the city.
So once Mesh
Oh.
figures out how we want to file the report, an eyewitness report of what happened, we submit it to the highest authority. Then whoever it was that's helping us knows exactly what they want to do with that information. And that's the person they're going to believe. A 3-bar. And then
Okay.
we get whatever we want out of this guy. Now, get all the reports done. And then if he has anything else, then we can get him to do anything, force him to do it in writing, and submit that as well. And then we leave the city. We get his
I'm cool with
name and
that.
his report, whatever. But the more official paperwork we get, it's gonna make him harder to cover his tracks and be a dick about it. But we need to wake him up in order to do all these things, and we need a good place to do that.
Can we go
So-
back to the bastion of whatever it was? We can't get in there or not. The bastion of
The inn.
or... No. The first place we want. Oh, is that? No, that's below us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Never mind.
So again, Ven said we could go down or up. Where are we taking him to keep him quiet until we deal with the official channels and figure out how to not have him be a problem? We could go
The
down
best
to
thing
first
that I can
level,
suggest is
or
that
go
we
up to
just
the
stay where we
lighthouse.
are, right here, which seems safe.
Oh,
We get some
we're
pen
on the
and
street,
papers, and then
we're
we
on the
keep him
way.
gagged and ask all of our questions and force him to write it instead of speaking. Because then it's quiet.
we don't have a place to hide right now. We're
But
in
where
the
are we?
streets.
We're just
We're
on
in
the
the
street.
streets. We need a
What?
place to hide.
We need a roof
So-
over our head.
I
Oh.
think
Okay.
what we can do is go up to the lighthouse again.
How are we going to get
Or-
up there?
That
There's
is
guards
even
right
more
over there, and I point
conspicuous.
over to the
There's
There's a
ramp.
lot of people out there.
I don't think
the
that's a hot
courtyard.
idea. Yeah.
Now,
If
if
you
we
like
want to
to
burn the
like
invisibility
around.
potions to do that, that's a different thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have to burn the invisible potion to get him up there. We
Yeah,
can
why don't
probably
we
talk
just
our way through. We can
Use the
probably talk
potions
our
to
way
get
through.
him through, and then like Mesh says, we can talk our way through. We've got the letter and so on. It's just we need to deal with that.
So you think that it would be easier for us to turn over the body to the leader up at the top?
Yeah, when
I mean,
Control the narrative from
Ven
there.
is the only one. Yeah, Ven is the only one who goes up there, if I remember correctly.
but don't just give him the body. Like negotiate. Maybe.
Yeah, but
maybe
the main thing is nobody checks up there. We can work our way. We can decide then after what to do with it.
Okay, so question for Chef then. That ramp, is that another checkpoint?
Yeah, there was that you went up at the other day. There was like 3 guards just kind of milling about at the top. With the fire, though, you think they may be distracted.
Okay. And our person that we were talking to is in the lighthouse, correct?
Ven would be in the
Ven?
bastion.
No,
Fine.
you don't know where she is at exactly.
Okay. But we have clearance
Okay.
to go up and down if they see us, based off of what she told the guards last time.
We have a letter right now.
with that letter that she did.
You have a letter. I think it said it granted you access to the Circle of the Worthy. Or no, I think it said you have access anywhere you want to go in the city.
It
So
does.
you
Okay.
have a letter that says you can go anywhere.
That's what we have. It doesn't say we can take.
Okay. So
Like,
we need to
unconscious
inform
prisoner.
her to meet us again at the lighthouse.
Hmm.
And then
Wow.
after we get that note, we need to go up the ramp. And Renok needs to basically be near the front with the body after both have drank the potions. When they give us the clearance, wait a couple of seconds, be extra formal by saying thank you. While that's going on, Renok is moving through the checkpoint because we're buying him time.
Hmm.
Does everybody understand the plan?
Yep.
Okay. All of this hinges on Mesh being quick to be able to get there, communicate, return, and then we use the clearance and the potions and we get the fuck up there.
Okay, I'm going up first, or we could all just go up.
I need you to
We have-
we need you to communicate with what's her name again? Sorry, I keep forgetting the name.
Then
Ven. We need to communicate. We need you to get the message over to Ven to meet us up there as ASAP.
Okay.
And then we can do this whole thing with her.
Okay, I'll tell her. I'll send a message once I'm in range. I could do 120 or 240
Okay.
feet
you're just telling
Uh,
Ven meet us at the lighthouse as fast as possible.
at your earliest convenience, just to
She
be.
says, "Will you be able to avoid the guards?" And I will
Oh.
not incriminate myself here. So
Hopefully they won't know anything. We have a plan.
Give me a persuasion check. Let me see how confident she thinks you are with your plan.
Nice. 12 plus is it 7? Yeah, 7. So 19.
Okay. Yeah. She says, "Yeah, I'll meet you there." All right. You, Renok, you heft the guy on your shoulder and pop the potion, one of the potions of invisibility, into his mouth. He knows what it is. He's seen these used, so he's just like, "I don't know what you guys are," or he's kind of squirming, and then he takes off the thing. He's like, "I don't know what you guys are doing, but please don't kill me." Drinks it,
We'll try not to.
and he turns invisible. You
Are we gonna gag him?
Yeah.
'Cause he's awake and.
This is just to make sure you stay quiet, just in case something accidentally happens when we're in transit.
We
get
don't
bumped.
intend on killing you. Don't.
Renok, you feel him kind of nod.
Nope.
Yes. But yeah, you
If
pick
we
him
do
up.
anything,
Renok
we
picks
will.
him up. Renok, give me a strength check just to see how effort you're making this look. And you begin to head up the
Oh, for
ramp.
God's sake. Please
You
be
see-
good.
Camilla and Mesh,
No,
you guys do the talking. I'll bring up the rear with Maefyre to make sure nothing else happens in the back.
You
I got
see
the day 20.
one
to
guardsman
wrap
kind
up
of
then.
standing at the top of this ramp, opposite of the little guard post, looking out over this fire. And it looks like half the manor has been burnt down.
Did they put it out then? Is it out?
He
I'm on
looks
my
over at you and is just like, "Oh, didn't you guys come up here yesterday? Is there something else you
Yeah.
need from the lighthouse?"
We're meeting Wen in a while. She should be coming up soon.
Oh, okay. Just a formality, but you need to have
Yeah,
proof.
yeah. 1 second. Here you go.
And then maybe just wait nearby for Ven, just so I can keep an eye on you for the senator. And
Right. Yeah. No worries.
he looks at it.
Can we get at least in the courtyard? Sit down a bit.
Yeah, have you seen this fire though? This is
Yeah, it's crazy. Look at the smoke, man. What? How did it happen? Do you have any news?
they you can see it from up here, but there's a few dead bodies in the backyard, and they've got them carted out to the street now. So something, maybe someone broke in and tripped a trap or something, or
Jeez.
that's the Antos Manor, I think. And so that's
Is
Yeah.
he
the guy
important?
who's got a warrant out for his arrest right now. So hasn't been here for a while. So maybe with the food gone, or someone just thought he was an easy target. If
Maybe that, or somebody really doesn't like that guy.
Ooh.
I think he had a lot of enemies. If the rumors are true and he murdered everyone at that inn, he'll
Holy
have
shit.
a lot of
Yeah.
enemies.
Mm.
But look at this now, and he points down to the manor, and through the ruins they're starting to clear away the blackened debris, but there is kind of a vault that's been dug on clearly visible, large stone circular stairway descending deeper into the house. He's like,
What's that?
nothing should be built into the foundations here. That is unexpected.
There's a
That'd be
it's a
fun to-
staircase.
Who's in
going
charge of
down
that
to
sort
like
of stuff?
Going down to where?
How do you even do that in this kind of place? Like, do you need permission to?
wouldn't it be going down to the
It's
Fifth
like
level?
the staircase goes down into the ground, into the platform of the circle of the worthy. It's like that.
Oh.
I don't even know if they were building that thing. Most people build the basement before you build the house, but that wouldn't have been allowed. So it must have been constructed after the house was built. But
So it has to be magical, I guess. Otherwise, you'd crack the whole foundation.
well, they've been the guards have been called to kind of deal with it, and they've been milling around there for a while. I think they might be stuck with something. They can't get in.
Behind my neck, I'm trying to point. What's Goldy's character's name again?
Renok.
Renok. to start heading through the.
Oh, I haven't stopped. I've just been slowly walking
Right.
forward.
Another guard is walking quickly up the ramp behind you, and waves a quick salute to the other guard. And it's just like, I have a patrol to do of the lighthouse. I'll be back in 10 minutes. And walks past you guys and gives you a knowing look that transforms for a moment into Ven's face before transforming back. And she walks into the lighthouse.
Okay.
Well, good luck with everything. That's crazy. I hope you don't have to deal with anything like that. Your post is probably pretty safe right up here.
Yeah, the post is pretty good here. A lot of standing around, a lot of contemplation.
All right. Well, if you don't
I'll
mind.
send the senator your way when I see her.
All right. Thank you
Yes.
very much. We'll just
Thank
be
you.
waiting up at the lighthouse. Thank you for your time.
Okay. He goes back to just watching, and you are able to walk away from him. In the lighthouse, Ven is tucked behind a corner.
Can we call it here before we start
Yeah.
talking to Ven?
Or we fall asleep.
It's almost too.
Yeah, it's
too,
really late here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's not late here, but I'm
No, I
tired.
mean it's been.
We don't
fun.
have a perfect cliffhanger, but yeah, we can stop here.
Cliffhanger, yes, let's go.
Renok just
End
like
of the
comes out of
game.
invisibility and boo.
Happy Halloween!
Top of the morning to you.
Room. Shambles.
All right.
All right. Jeff, thanks again.
Thank you.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. The Pirate King.
Over.
Good.
Pokey Maniac Maefyre in the house.
Got our booty.
We'll make sure that we transfer all of your guys' support to Grim. Dallan had a rough day. Not day. He had a rough week, so he was gonna take the rest today. We will be back next week.
Meshadieme over here.
Yeah, Outlaw
Chocolate
Mesh and Renok cosplaying from another campaign.
I'm here too.
And I just put some belts on my neck, so
Yeah.
who cares?
There you go.
And Vampire Cari. She did have fangs. We defanged.
Yeah, I
we
did. They
defanged her in the
didn't-
pre-show.
I tried to put them on.
Fang
They
part,
didn't
I
fit.
didn't see the fang.
Well, we had
I
to.
didn't because I guess you
So
need
tiny.
glue to keep them in.
Oh,
So I tried to put them in. They
no.
went,
Glue.
I had the same problem with my ear. Right here. He.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Oh,
See you guys next time.
thank you.
bye.
Bye, everyone.
Is it Saturday yet?